Nothing's muted. Game is up.
Nothing's moved.
Edgeworth
Game
is
is up.
wide.
Edge is
course.
wide.
And we're going back into Turnabout Memories. You guys good to go?
I'm good.
Should be.
Alright. Oh shit.
You do have to
Oh,
stream.
we're missing a few
Oh,
voices.
right, sorry. See, I know I should get something.
We are missing a few voices, actually.
Yeah, we are, but we're gonna have to kind of just keep going, unfortunately.
So who's taking over for Mia for now?
Wait a minute. Do I see this on screen? Is Zoom appearing for me?
How come I can't, Saba? How come I can't hear you?
I don't know, Discord's being quiet for me too. I had to turn it up.
I'm suspicious, because I'm afraid as soon as I turn Saba up, that she'll come back in being
Better?
okay.
Is this better?
Yeah?
I figured I should try to unplug my headphones and plug them back in.
Okay. I think it's okay. How do I
Whatever
sound
you
to
did,
guys?
it worked.
You
You
sound
s-
fine.
I wish I had actual viewers for chat, so I could be like, how do I sound? Am I loud? Because
Yeah,
once again, I'm
here, but at the same time, nah.
I'm just
Not
gonna
me.
reiterate for the sake of posterity.
No.
But I'm presently in the process of editing the first Price is Right that we did, and it's really
So I've
funny.
heard.
Yes, and it's really funny because most of the time, like I'm just kind of normal. Like my levels are just kind of normal on my audio, but every once in a while, just peak the shit, and it just fucks everyone else's audio for like 30 seconds, and I'm like, shit. I wish I had. This is why you get a mixer, right? So that way, like you auto balance everybody's inputs or whatever. But it's just like, ugh. All right, so
So much
I am
tech.
Phoenix, obviously. I can also do Pain. That's fine. I was also being the judge, though, wasn't I?
I can do Judge and
Saba
Dahlia.
is Dahlia. So, Adrian, would you want to be Mia and Grossberg?
I'll be the defense, sure.
Sure. Okay.
So... But according to Mr. Rice's testimony, it was a sharp noise, like a snap. Oh, I was watching the Twitch stream, so it was lagging good. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression.
Go!
May I have a moment to answer?
Here it comes.
By all means.
Alright, that's fine.
I know the reason why I didn't hear the noise.
I'm deaf.
Clearly. You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
Oh god, Dahlia has her earbuds in, she can't hear us!
Dahlia the train!
The
Dahlia
rain
the
was
murder!
beginning to let up. I don't know what you're talking about.
Dahlia the murderer, and she's like, no, I'm not.
No, I'm
Hey,
not.
Dahlia.
Rude.
Anyway.
I said this line. But it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet.
Weirdo.
Yes, I'm speaking of the gods.
I love the MCU.
So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening, huh?
Thunder and... It cuts to the judge. Thunder and lightning, very, very frightening.
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder. So I put my headphones on to block it out.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Wait a second, Mia. That testimony just now.
That testificate.
She said something that sounded like that could totally
That sounded
change
like,
the whole case.
Well, what do you think it could be?
There was lightning?
Thunder and lightning.
She said something that could totally change this whole case.
Well, let's be honest here. So we can't 100% like clarified that she was listening to music, right? But if it was thunder and lightning, of course, that's
then
the word.
then people would have saw the flash, but no one said that.
See, or thunder too, they would have heard it.
Yeah,
Can you
people
check
would
the
have said
court
that.
record? Is there anything in the court record that's relevant?
It's like weather
Does
report.
does anything say lightning for weather?
I don't think so, right?
No, but
Yeah,
but
no.
that does make logical sense because it's like why. Yeah, because if there was lightning, people would have said that. Because people just said it was raining, not that it was storming.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
Raining is storming. It's an old
Your
man
Honor,
that's
there is a
raining.
problem with the witness's testimony.
What do you mean?
Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct?
So the victim was struck by lightning. It's like,
Yes. What about it?
Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere.
Yes,
This is on the quiz, Your Honor.
biology.
This is on the quiz.
for a science lesson.
This isn't biology,
Miss
Your Honor, it's meteorology. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible the victim died by being hit from a bolt of lightning?
That doesn't make any sense here.
What if Zip was just like, hey, fuck that guy in particular?
He's
I'm sorry,
standing
but
next
it,
to
but
a-
it's
he's
Thor.
standing next
I
to a
said it was
building?
Thor.
This is bullshit. Ugh. So basically,
I'm
Mia's basically putting Dahlia into a corner, making her admit that there wasn't any lightning or that this is a possibility.
I must admit that the thought had not occurred to me.
Yeah, because it's a fucking stupid thought.
Wait, but why would Dahlia care about this? Because does Dahlia really want to put Phoenix in jail?
I mean,
Well, we're about to find
keep
out.
going.
No, I know. No, sorry, I'm just thinking about it for a second because it's like I guess. She wants the
Unfortunately, you
necklace.
don't have someone that can reflect your non-knowledge of what this game is because both me and Adrian have played this.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Just what kind of thoughts do occur in this guy's head anyway?
It cuts to him and it's the yodeling guy.
It cuts to him and it's the fucking the inner machinations of
My
the inner
mind.
machinations of my mind are an enigma. This is milk spilling.
No, but instead of it being milk spilling, it's like his gavel tipping over.
Yeah. Ow, my hands. This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, a victim of a stray bolt.
Oblige me.
The prosecution would like to say that this is bullshit.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Clearly, I'm so smart.
Oh, that's Doug
Could it
Swallow.
be that the
Slug
death was
Dollar.
actually accidental?
Now, is it just me, or does he remind me a lot of fucking what's-his-face from Game 2?
Yeah, the final guy.
Yeah,
I
he
think
looks
it's
a
the
lot
jacket.
like
I
him.
think it's the jacket.
This man was quite a breath of fresh air.
He was a
like
breath of fresh air.
Shit, I didn't read my line.
You didn't read your line.
I was riffing.
You can't just riff. What do you think this is? Mystery Science Theater? I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Miss Faye.
Are you really? I mean, don't you
Nani?
expect it?
I'm not a fool, you know. I am a lawyer. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes that day at that location.
That undermines your testimony, then.
Correct. What's more, we have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this.
Wait,
I mean,
so
I guess-
oh no, because he didn't. God, I always forget how fucking God, it's been too long, and I forget that because this is a video game and you have to do the video game thing, that you're not just
game?
that you're not just presented with all the evidence at once. Because, like, could you imagine if in real life, if the defense has to figure out whether or not evidence is applicable, and then the prosecution's like, oh, you got me. You know? God.
Well, I mean, there has to be dramatic reveals and stuff.
No, I know, and that's what
Well-
I mean. Like, the video game has to do the video game thing, but...
Yeah. I guess
The video
also,
game has to be
thinking
pretty.
about it, you could hear, like, rumbling of thunder without lightning strikes, I guess. I guess that'd be a possibility.
Of course, I mean, the thunder just tells you if it's far away. You don't always have to see lightning.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
have evidence, Mr. Ping? Well, what is this evidence?
It's right up here. Up my ass.
I store it in my pompadour. He just unfolds it.
This affidavit.
And who is this affidavit from?
And who is this Affy David, huh?
There's affidavit.
Can we get him in here? I'd like Affy David to testify.
where he
very smart.
fuck, what was it? Yeah, it's like we need to get this affidavit in here immediately, right after we get Union Cross or whatever it was.
Union Jack.
Union Cross or
Union Jack and Affy David.
Yeah. Dude, give me a quick second. I gotta write these down for when I eventually make my Ace Attorney ripoff.
Union Jack is not a
I
name though,
didn't hear
that's a
anything.
title. Affy David could be a name though.
Wait, what
like,
is?
I'm still
Okay,
gonna
just go
say
to
it.
what's the French flag called?
What?
I don't know.
Instead of saying you just find like another name of another flag and then just name
And just
some
like
of that
and
other
just fuck
flag's
with
name.
it, yeah.
The French flag is named the tricolor.
That's kind of
Interesting. Okay, go to Spain. Just do all of them each.
No, we can't. Not right now.
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day.
They were trying to make new life.
They were, again. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students.
It just says, "It's alive!"
It's alive! It's alive! Oh dear God, it's alive.
And it's dead.
it then says dead with asterisks around it? I don't get it.
Anyway.
All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred approximately at 3 p.m.
3 p.m. Which fits the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable. According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
No, you don't. Your eyes are closed.
I could see very well.
Oh!
I can see through my eyelids. It's a cursed thing when I'm trying to sleep.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would cause them to break. Wait, that's ridiculous! I just thought about that. What the fuck is up with this university? Your high voltage electrical cables are so brittle that even the slightest bump could cause them to just sever?
Listen, right? They can't spend all their money on electrical cables. They need to spend it on buying felt.
For some reason, their felt budget just keeps going through the roof.
It's like that meme where it's like, hey, someone help me budget, and it's like,
and it's
stop
like $60,000 on candles.
Yeah, it's like $6,000 on felt. It's like, stop buying so much felt. No.
No. However, there is one thing that troubles me.
Baldness.
If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have been snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Miss Faye, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Your Honor.
Is this
Welcome to the Dark Dimension, Your Honor.
Welcome to the Dark Dimension. Which, by the way, is this like the first time that the judge is... And when I say first time, I mean like chronologically first time that we've seen of the judge like actually being on our side and not just being a total fucking idiot?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I'd say that he's on our side right now.
Well, I mean, he's putting stuff together without us having to tell him.
That's not being on our side. That's just him actually being competent for once.
Okay, I revised my statement.
It's him using his brain.
I don't like how this is looking one bit. If the judge actually starts using logic, then
We'll be dead for sure!
then I have to come up with something to try to regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. The defense will buy the court 1 pizza for a pizza party.
And the judge is like, I'm listening.
The jury's like, oh yeah, it's
Where-
pretty good.
Are we talking about pizza? I like pizza. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break?
It's like one of those pepperoni pieces that's really large, but like there's some people you have to cut it extremely thin. The slices are all tiny.
I really do much like pepperoni.
Okay, so I obviously believe that it's Dahlia, right? Like,
Right.
like it's pretty obvious. I think that first case syndrome is happening, and that she's the murderer, and she's pinning it on Phoenix. However, for this question, it says who or what was it that caused the cable to break. I want to say this umbrella.
You know what's hilarious too? The only other option, sorry, real fast too, is that you're just like, oh, well, it's clearly Dolly. I'm like, oh, who else could it be? Actually, Phoenix Wright actually killed someone.
That's a good
The
point.
Phoenix Wright that you play as later.
Nah, he just got away with it.
Oh, totally. Go Phoenix.
I'll do this. I'll do it.
Grossberg. Grossberg, are you
It
the
was
murderer?
Doug Swallow.
My hemorrhoids.
My
I mean-
hemorrhoids. They made me do it.
My hemorrhoids reached out of there and just dangled the thing and was playing with it when they're bored.
So yeah, I wanna present this because it seems logical to me, I guess.
Shipping.
Because I
Let me
think
know.
that because like I don't know, like because in my mind what happened, because Phoenix did push him, right? Because he had a leather jacket on and we saw that Phoenix's like palm.
He had
print.
Union Jack on.
He underneath his leather jacket, yes. But and Phoenix heard a snap, but he didn't see anything. He just assumed that it was the umbrella because he was lying on top of the umbrella. The snap could have been the electrical cable, but then that being said, that would still mean that Phoenix is guilty. So I'm trying to figure out how the fuck this means that Dahlia did it.
So I think you have the image in your head. Do you want me to just tell you what you're supposed to present in this moment?
If I'm close, sure.
I think what you're describing of your events and how you're guessing about this game is pretty close, but the game is finicky about this one. Honestly, there's like 50 pieces, like 70% of the things you have could apply here, I feel like, but the game wants you to present one of them.
What is it?
It's Phoenix, right?
What?
Huh? Nani?
What are you talking? How?
I mean, because he's the one that pushed. He's the one that
Technically,
pushed
yeah,
her.
he's the person that caused Doug to fall into the pole.
Okay,
probably.
so
That's
so
the
the
logic.
logic is that Phoenix Wright pushed Doug, and then Doug somehow like bumped the pole or something like that, and so that's what caused it. So it is
Yeah.
Phoenix's fault, is what we're saying.
Yes. It's just the game is kind of like finicky about it. There's only
That's
one thing, even though there's
that's
like.
so that feels so backwards because it's like obviously you would like in real logical sense unless like okay, I just want to say. Obviously, I'm going to present this because this is what it needs to happen, right? But if I present this and then they present new information that we didn't have previously that, like, I couldn't possibly have planned for, that's really frustrating because it's like, there's no way in fucking hell you would ever say Phoenix.
I feel like this one should have not been a
My
presenting thing.
defendant.
This one should have been like a multiple choice thing, of like how did the thing break?
How did it break? Okay. Well, I'm going to
Yeah,
present
but-
Phoenix then.
Take that. I love it. Take that. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony.
I'm really lucky, by the way, because I did have to do a lot of talking explaining how to play Coatl, so I'm really glad that I only have pain for right now.
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise, probably the sound of the victim's bone disintegrating under the power of his push. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m.,
Whoa.
correct? Power push! Doug is like, ah!
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that?
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline.
Does it say... Oh shit, does it say that?
In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shift that caused the power outage.
Shit.
Shit.
Yeah, it says 255. Also, was that not obvious?
I mean, everything so far has been kind of vaguely around 3, I guess.
Okay. Alright, I didn't realize that we had to make this, like, logical statement. I thought that that was the fucking implication when Payne said it.
It was, but the game just wants to make sure that you feel proud for putting it together, too.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes! The prosecution also yes! The prosecution also came to that same
Score
conclusion.
one, pain. Everything's coming up pain.
Everything's coming up pain.
Hell yeah.
And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
Shut up. I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
Why? What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See under the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. Kind of, because the respect is wonky. That's right, the victim banged into the pole as a result of being pushed.
Kind of.
Kinda.
The artist for this game, you know, it was like mid-2000s,
So-
and they were a small
Yeah, he was
studio.
trying to avoid the Union Jack that was not on
So-
the inside of the shirt, you know?
They've done this in the past, and you know what would really help with this? Because you're right, the perspective is a little wonky on this, right? They should have
Yeah.
this picture showing the scene, and then they should have a second piece of evidence, which is like a diagram of the scene.
That would definitely help, but also that would be even more evidence.
I mean, do you really need this?
I
That
guess
is
to
very
implicate Phoenix.
important.
I guess that helps implicate Phoenix further rather than Dahlia.
I mean, I guess.
I guess.
Cold killer.
Could you?
I'm trying to play
like,
devil's
I mean,
advocate
could
for
you
this
not
game.
just say that, like, oh, like for example, like they have the cold killer, right? It says covered in Wright's fingerprints, found in Doug's hand, right?
You could.
And that does the exact same thing, unless the watch comes into play later.
I mean, the watch came into play because that's how they did the autopsy of when he died.
Right,
Which was
because they
shot
were like,
theoretically.
the watch broke when he got electrocuted.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm trying to play devil's advocate for this game. Obviously, there are problems, but
There
you know,
are
I can
problems.
see
This
why.
is a game from
Like
fucking
almost all
2004, but that's
games.
fine. It's okay.
Yeah. Anyway, still being pushed. It was that third impact that caused the cable to break. Sorry, second impact.
Yeah, second impact. We're not
Third
we're not
strike.
in the third movie yet.
We're not in third strike yet.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
That makes sense.
Huh, you fucking idiot.
Kaikaku. I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole,
Oh my
he
gosh,
couldn't
you're
have
so
been
close.
electrocuted by the severed cable in the foreground here. By the way, I hope you're not trying to look at this picture. Every time it cuts into that, I imagine the judge like looking at the picture in front of him, and then Mia just climbs onto his like table and goes in front of his face like damn, 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 like
It's a good image. We've used that before, and it's a great image every time.
someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim.
Who do you
Yeah,
think
the
it
bad
is? Doug Swallow.
I think it was
Order.
yeah.
I'm yelling order in the court.
I
I'm
think it was
yelling.
Union Jack. Ah, the lamentation of my enemy, how I long to hear them.
Oh my god.
If you want to do that for me, I will totally pass on. I will definitely approve.
It's true. The defense attorney is absolutely correct, especially if he has an Arnold Schwarzenegger voice.
Only for that line because she said lamentations.
Something defendant. Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something?
I need to bring up some bullshit.
The Madame Attorney's explanation. She said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
You see, I remember Feeney
I'm gonna
pulling
punch
out.
you, okay?
I remember Feeney pulling out a revolver and shooting Doug in the back of the head.
And then I remember the attorney showing up over there, the Madam Attorney showing up and stabbing Doug Swallow in the chest.
She just starts making up just so much bullshit to like implicate everybody that she doesn't like, and the judge is so horny that he's like, yeah.
No, and then she's like, and then, Judge, weren't you there too? And you also kicked him in the teeth? And he's like, I guess I must have been.
Wait, no. And
I
she's like,
forgot about
and you
that."
were there, and you were there, and you too. I
If I
remember
remember
the
clearly,
coward line."
everyone was there.
So stupid. What?
What the?
Clearly, I have a memory. Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge.
I hate her so much.
Of course, it's all right. Just go ahead, right ahead and give your new testimony. I will take anything you say.
This is it. If I have to deal with this lady again,
I've had
She's-
to poop for so long.
I'm gonna shit in her mouth. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
It's a little fucked up. Adrian.
I mean,
I
definitely
will
stop him from
chop
speaking
your
any more
head.
bullshit.
What was the line? I will chop your head down and shit down. I will chop off your head and shit down your hole.
Your throat.
Oh, okay.
That was from I think that was from Full Metal Jacket.
Oh, yeah,
The
that sounds
truth
about right.
is, Feeny pushed him twice.
What the
Push,
fuck?
push.
The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke.
Push, push.
He did a fucking...
Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him.
That was Phoenix's target combo.
Push.
Medium into medium.
But
MP to
Feeny
MP.
caught up and crashed into him from behind.
But you see, Feeny was mashing light punch, so it didn't really do that much damage to Doug.
It
He
did
was
stun him
blocked-
for a
he was
very long
walking
time,
backwards,
though.
so he was blocked.
Stunned him forever, in fact, due to the lightning.
The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
Calling down the electrical pole as Phoenix Wright Super.
So after being showed
Shoved?
the victim, I can't. I'm switching between two very distinct voices.
You
Give me a
are.
break. The victim got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for the second time.
I'm so sorry, Feeny, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge? Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. God, I hate this. Now then, Miss Faye, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
When I witness part 2.
Okay. Alright, I'm pressing that immediately.
I wish Cold Killer X came back. We didn't have enough of that.
Cold.
Miss Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following. Actually, I didn't see the moment you pushed Dougie.
Oh, so fuck you.
I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Feeny.
It's a good thing that's not a crime in this world, otherwise I'd be screwed.
Yeah, I was to say that's just perjury first off, because you knowingly lied, and also I mean, and I know that this is obviously where the game is going, but it's just like, well, you see, the moment that you started to figure out that it was me, I had to throw Feeny under the bus. What else could I do?
So that's why you basically lied to the court. Judge, can he, like, slap on the wrist at least?
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge. Yes? Would you please forgive little old me?
Wait, so how did you know that she had this, like, Southern Belle accent?
I don't know. I honestly
Because you're
just
super
threw
right.
it together.
Apparently. Oh, shit.
Apparently.
Of course he won't! What you did is called...
Oh, come now. It was just a little old white lie.
I was
Dude.
about to come up with a name for it too and everything.
I was about to invent the phrase.
We'll forget it this time, but please be more careful from now on, alright? Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
God.
Not at all.
I'm Santa
I know,
now.
I know that the life expectancy for people in the Ace Attorney universe is very low just due to all the fucking murder that happens. But God, the average life expectancy of a defense attorney must be so much lower just due to the the wanton stress of just like, dude, that's literally fucking perjury, and the judge is like, yeah, but she pretty though.
But I mean, Edgeworth also has to suffer through this, and he is a prosecutor, so.
Does he? Because while he was a villain, he didn't have to deal with any of this bullshit.
Well, he was a villain, so you're saying in general, defense attorneys have to deal with more.
Yes.
Yeah. Edgeworth had to deal with like 1/10 of this, I guess, I'd say.
Like the only times that Edgeworth ever seemed to really struggle was when Phoenix was pulling something out of his ass, or when somebody wouldn't tell him their name.
Or just when Old Bag was around in
I
general.
mean,
Yeah.
when the judge is stupid too, I think it affects everybody, but sure.
The judge had better be less horny next time. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl.
Dark Alley is friendlier than that girl. Oh, I got
That
an
an
achievement.
award.
Beware, Your Honor.
Beware, Your Honor. First time.
Dude, I don't even know what to fucking press. Is the thing.
You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he didn't look it, but Feeny can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Oh, really?
He's also
But
a big dumb stupid head, and I hate him.
But I never imagined that he would cause an electrical cable to break.
She says that, and then she's like, "Oh, Feeny, I didn't see you there over in the defendant stand."
Feeny really is scary when he gets mad, and he occasionally hits me too.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like that's her implication.
Yeah, it's a...
Oh my
Yes,
god.
He sounds
Yes,
like
he's-
a very dangerous individual indeed, especially wearing that pink sweater with the letter P on it. I can't. Is it a gang sign? What is it?
Is it a gang sign?
Yes, it's street phoenixes. So let me get this straight. You're not gay, and you are straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched the whole scene unfold?
What?
Miss Faye, I'll have to ask what? I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness. Okay,
I'll
sorry.
have to ask what?
What am I saying?
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and cheer them on. Clearly. They were fighting. It was a huge brawl. You should have seen
Cheer
it.
them on? The hell you mean by that?
Well, I wish the best for them both. And that they would each give the fight their all. Wow, this
That's
is
some
German.
anime bullshit.
So, okay, so what she's basically admitting here is that she's a fucking sadist. She's just like, yeah, I want people to fight just all the time.
Dude, that's like an anime character being like, "I want you to give your fight your all."
That's very sweet of you to be so supportive.
Fuck off. And what happened after that?
And then all that other stuff
Wait,
that I
whoa,
said
whoa, whoa.
before.
Oh, no, this is the second time. And crashed into him? What the fuck does that mean? Like, shoulder tackled?
That doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Miss Payne, were there also prints found on the back of his leather jacket?
I'm a woman now, apparently. Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Faye, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
Wouldn't he leave shoulder prints?
Dude, if like the entire human body just from tip to toe just had some sort of fingerprint-y thing.
Yeah,
Fingerprinting.
I mean, that also implies that Phoenix was naked from the shoulders.
Oh, yeah.
Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted? Why was I British there?
I'm sorry, I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
I'm allergic to electricity.
I'm afraid of, thunder, and I'm allergic to electricity?
I am made of at least 75% water, after all.
As everyone knows, water is weak to lightning.
I am basically a water elemental.
Or a water
Aren't we
tank.
all? That's understandable.
What the fuck are you two talking about?
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold.
I don't figure out the contradiction here. It's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think!
And within
Zach,
that
oh,
donut
really?
hole is another donut hole.
It's another donut hole. I mean, time of death was at 3 p.m. Do we know that for oh, no, we know that for sure because of his watch, right?
Yes.
We
So
believe
if the whole
so.
thing occurred in less than a minute, can we say that, like, no, that's wrong?
Well, can you comb through the statements once again? From,
All,
the
like her
testimony?
statements? Alright,
Yeah,
truth
just
is, Feeny
don't, like,
pushed him
press them.
twice, which she defends because she said that he crashed into him. It was in
Second
the
time,
electrical
yeah.
pole, that's when the cable broke.
The electrical room.
Excuse me. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him, but Feeny caught up and crashed him from behind. The cable snapping, Dougie being electrocuted,
cable.
all occurred in less than a minute. That's so
Yeah.
specific.
It all occurred in less than a minute. So.
Oh my god. But okay, so like, but the thing is that I don't want to like in order to say what I want to say, I feel like I need to present all 3 pieces of evidence. I need to be like, all right, so the power cable broke at 2:55. We know he died at 3 because his watch broke at 3 p.m.
So,
You're
your
thinking too
logic is
complex,
correct here.
okay?
Do you want me to tell you what you're supposed to present here?
Yeah, I do
Is
want.
it finicky?
It's not as you can present either the testimony or crime photo too.
This one or this?
Yes, either
Okay.
of them.
I'm gonna say this because this one was what I was gonna do because it was like the end of the line.
Yeah, so that one works for this.
Okay.
That's enough, witness. It's my turn to be cool.
It's my turn now.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Like, see what I did there? I said in a minute.
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take
And
for
what
his
is that
cold.
medicine called, Miss Dahlia?
Cold Killer X.
Do we do it in their
That's the one.
voices?
I don't know.
I don't
attempted.
remember. That's still good. I like it.
It's not that I want you to look at, but I didn't want you to say that, though. I wanted to hear you say
Okay.
that.
You know, it's pretty fun.
It's the wristwatch.
Oh my god, look at the evidence picture. That's so stupid.
It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted.
Victrum,
In other words,
3:05, so 10 minutes.
3 off.
Yes, and your point is, Miss Faye.
Mein point is this. I'm having strong. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Oh, yes,
If I
Adrian,
ever-
I like it.
I know I keep saying it, but when I eventually get around to editing all the fucking Ace Attorney shit that we've done, I would like to pick somebody like I was going through Ace Attorney 1, and you remember when we were what was her name? She was the lady that was constantly smoking. She had the black dress.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
Vasquez?
Yeah,
No.
Dee Vasquez.
Yeah, Dee Vasquez.
Okay, I was right.
I can't believe you remembered that.
Haha.
Me
We
either.
had that joke of like all of her lines were just generic French music. It does not come through like the video audio, but
Oof.
guess what? Video editing,
add
I
it.
can totally just stick that in there and we'll be good. And so I'm like, dude,
Nice.
dope. But anyway, I wanna pick a character that we're voicing, and just like if it's a generic voice that's not that good, just take the person's audio and just fucking reverse it.
It's gonna be so incomprehensible.
well, no, it won't be incomprehensible because the text will be on the screen. But I like the idea of like, and everybody else just
It
acts
will
like they
sound
know.
So weird. Okay.
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55 p.m.
Yeah.
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval?
Yes. Yes.
The
Adrian.
defense proposes that just during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow.
Why are you doing that?
We discussed this, Zach. Don't you remember?
I'm trying it out.
Try it on for size.
Yeah.
It is incredibly funny.
This is nonsense. The real murderer?
Even you can't deny the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
You sweaty pompadour bastard. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene was there a window of opportunity for the real killer, a prototype Kermit.
Miss Faye. Is the defense ready to indict someone as this real killer?
Absolutely, 100%.
It's finally time.
Uh-huh.
Adrian?
What time is it?
Give me a second, sorry.
Yeah, about to say.
It's summertime.
Oh,
Sorry, I was getting something. Anyways, this is the moment I've been waiting for, here in the dark dimension.
here in the dark dimension.
Yes, Your Honor, we are ready.
Very well. But remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized.
How do you know who the wrong person is?
Think very carefully before you speak, Miss Faye. Clearly, there's a right and wrong answer here. Now let's have it. Who is the real killer?
Cold Killer XX.
Winston Payne, Grossberg.
Dude, why does he have the fucking like
My
colon
dad.
3 face?
Oh yeah, he kind of does.
Ooh. Winston Payne is a furry. I believe it. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, that reminds me, Zach, did you ever listen to Objection Funk?
I did. It was pretty good.
It's pretty good. I will say that it's good, but it's the only fucking thing I can hear when I hear any of their rejections anymore. Especially Mia's.
What was I saying? Right. Although it was kind of funny because I in Objection Funk, maybe I'm just misremembering it, but they use what's his face's Von Karma Senior's like Mr. Von Karma. They use his objection quite a lot towards the end, but I feel like as they were editing the video or the song, they realized that his objection isn't super great, and they just started putting his snapping sound, the king, instead, and I was like, that's way better.
It is very good.
The defense is grasping at straws.
God, that's the most fucking anime sound in the world, and I love it.
What the ping?
Yeah, the ting!
So good.
10 minutes passed between the time of the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing the whole time, Miss Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them on as they both fought? I find it hard to believe you didn't lift a finger to stop the man damage to you.
Hey, my parasol is real heavy.
It's 4,000 tons. It's a weighted parasol.
What is this, an anime character where it's just like, where she's like, tee-hee, hold my bag, and the guy holds it and he gets fucking plummeted through the floor?
I mean, I believe it.
Order, Miss Frey.
Miss Frey!
What?
Miss Hawthorne, I believe you did witness two men fighting on that day. However, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. All four of them.
If all four hands. When I eventually get back to this, it'd be really funny, cause like, Grant just does like a monotone thing. I would love to like also down pitch him, like give Mia the deepest voice out of any character in the whole series.
Worse than Von Karma.
Oh, absolutely, hell yeah. Oh my god.
Ow!
Dude, her fucking snake hood came out. Did you see that?
How can you say something so mean, Madame Faye? I didn't do anything.
Is Phoenix gonna defend her like a dumbass? Oh, shit. Your Honor, please, I have something to say. Achoo!
What is it?
Please strike everything the defense said just now from the record.
What the fuck is your... What?
Are you daft?
Are you daft?
I'm about to say, is she a little British? You're totally wrong, Miss Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that. Are you sure?
Phoenix,
She has
you're
literal
simple
venom
too
in her
hard.
face.
Mr. Wright, get back in your seat. Bailiff, grab that man.
Oh, I
Yes,
forgot
sir.
we don't have a bailiff yet.
No, oh shit, no, they do have a bailiff. He just hasn't been replaced by Kermit's yet.
Oh yeah. Oh no, wait, didn't we decide that fucking what's-his-face was the bailiff?
I
The-
don't recall.
Oh,
The
the guy
crazy
that
old
was
guy.
indicted for Edgeworth's dad's murder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We
that
decided
guy
he
was
the
the
bailiff.
original bailiff.
So his career path was... Well, no, at this point he was still scientist working on the Kermit. So his career path was scientist, and then bailiff, and then boat guy.
No, that was a different guy.
Was it?
Yeah,
There's so
yeah,
many
because remember,
guys.
there was a guy who was arrested for Edgeworth Sr.'s murder first. Or, yeah,
I don't know. We'll go through it a little bit later.
His life's complicated.
Ah, achoo, achoo. Leave my dolly alone. Achoo. It's ridiculous.
Driest cough. Ugh, that boy. He's got himself way over his head. Oh, Mr. Grossberg, you're back.
He was gone?
It seems I arrived just in the nick of time.
Rah.
I found a police report on the instance in newspaper clipping. Hemorrhoids read it for me. Thank you so much. This is what I was hoping for.
I don't like the idea of his hemorrhoids having eyes.
Oh, they don't. You'd better take a good look at it. They can sense text.
Look at it. Cafeteria, August 27th. Victim Diego Armando. Occupation lawyer. Suspect Dahlia Hawthorne. Who would have guessed?
Wait, there's 2 pages.
Oh shit, there was.
Yeah.
Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found on the vicinity of the suspect's person. Cleared how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. Wow, I wonder. And that's why she was in the courthouse, and she used her feminine wiles on a dumbass like Phoenix. And was like, "Here, take this. Don't give it to anybody. Also, I want it back."
Yeah.
And, this shows how you came to lose your boyfriend.
Ooh, spicy.
Now then, the defense has made a very serious accusation. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, really, Your Honor,
Well,
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
No.
Prosecutor.
Don't worry, my dear. I have this situation well in hand.
Like my pompadour.
Oh my gosh, she cried. Go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet Dougie?
Yes.
Yes. Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Renix Fight.
Phoenix Fight. Spell it with the WR.
That's his wrestler name.
Phoenix Renix Fight is WR Enix, and then Fight is PHOIGHT.
Yeah.
I told you that you should let me handle this. She's crying.
Weep.
Weep, weep.
Sorry. Please go right ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny.
Also, you're not allowed to ask questions. You're a witness.
The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous.
Oh, hey, Grant.
This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
Adrian, hold on to your story for, like, a break.
Sure. I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be.
Grant,
You know.
I'm glad to, yeah.
now that you're here,
Hello.
would you like to take the judge from Saba?
Sure.
Sure.
I've been like flip-flopping Grant, like literally Dahlia's line and then immediately Judge's line, and I'm like, how did
Just blend them together. Just swap their voices.
Oh.
The answer to that lies somewhere in the police report. Must. The police report.
Please, God.
8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building, in case you didn't read the police report, or in case you just joined like Grant did. And then, the same day, the two of them accidentally meet.
Accidentally.
Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Miss Dahlia Hawthorne
Further testimony? What about?
about the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
I'm imagining that since Mia's voice isn't, like, monotone yet, that this is before she lost her spirit and hope.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
The witness claims that she had no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? This case is about to break Mia. Well, I have evidence to suggest that she, in fact, had a very good reason.
Very well then. The court grants the defense request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a bit longer?
No, I would like to leave.
Too bad.
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
I don't like the way you read that. It makes me feel upset. Like she's like, "Oh, I knew you were gonna say this, dumbass."
Get ready for the battle of your life, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
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 How I met my Feeny. I don't like Feeny spelled like that.
I first met my darling Feeny 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. Such destiny.
Dude,
So romantic.
Because this is like Phoenix's memory of the situation, I assume. Because like I can only imagine that Dahlia's fucking freaking out because she's like, I gotta do something with this poison.
Get rid of it.
Oh yeah, I don't really know. Is there anything really to bring Grant up to speed on, or are we good?
I mean, basically, we found out that 8 months ago, Dahlia poisoned someone in the courtroom, probably.
Oh, also that the
Probably,
person that
probably.
died. Also, the person that died was Mia's boyfriend,
Yeah.
Oh, that
which
makes
is
sense.
definitely spicy.
Which kind of explains
That's
why
pretty
she was so.
sus.
It explains why she was so rejecting of all the romance stuff earlier. Sorry.
The
Oh, that's
moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat.
Guys, I think we should vote Dahlia.
I mean, it would make
Dahlia's
sense
pretty
that
sus.
it would make sense that Mia gets especially upset when Dahlia's doing it, like considering she's the one that murdered her boyfriend.
Oh, that's super true. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's good context.
Well, now you know.
We've been going out ever since that fateful day. Not me.
That's Phoenix.
Oh shit! I don't want to read this.
Read
We're
it.
so lovey-wovey, we literally make people sick! It's just
Like
jealousy,
Zach.
I think. It does make me feel sick.
Miss Wright, do that again and you will be held in contempt of court.
Shut the fuck up, old man!
Now we enter the final act of our little drama. As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her!
What? People say that now!
We still say that, Grossberg.
What year is it?
Oh, my youth.
My youth, good old 1398.
Ah,
Oh my god,
Oh,
we
God.
can't. God, that's like the two things we constantly go back to in lore is like people
Someone is
replicating
ancient.
people replicating themselves somehow and people being unbelievably ancient. Like fucking old bag was what existed before the creation of the universe.
Yeah.
This is jazz. That's it.
The blues.
Speaking
Alright.
of jazz, I've been listening to fucking. I've been watching the season 5 Samurai Jack, and fucking Scaramouche is a fun character. I like him.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay, so where's the contradictions, eh?
I mean,
Huh?
So until that time, you've been dating Doug Swallow.
Yes, I'm a real fool, I know. Letting my emotions change so quickly. I'm ashamed of myself.
no, not at all.
which by the way, Grant, I
What?
don't know if you can do this, but I was thinking of whenever the judge is directly addressing Dahlia, like he doesn't have a different voice necessarily, but it is definitely a lot higher pitched where it's clearly like judge judge,
No,
she's
no,
19 and you're like 80.
not at all. Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I'm Captain now.
My critics have even taken to me calling Judge Fickle.
He's. I'm all Santa. Maybe you should look for a different line of work. Despite
And
that,
he never
however, he always hands on the correct verdict
But
because he
how-
says he is.
I'm about to say, but that's not fair because any verdict he passes is correct technically.
Is law.
I mean, no one has ever been alive to dispute them.
I've
That's why
always
some
killed them, but I've
that's why-
counted myself innocent.
That's why some people call him the Great Judge Edie, because the disappearing magic he uses to banish guilty people from the world.
Smoke bomb.
Smoke bomb.
He has has powerful banishing magic, but only if he pronounces you guilty in court.
Must we escape out of this straitjacket while I also escape the law?
The courthouse reading room. That's not very romantic.
That's not true, Madame Faye. After all, Feeney was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
You know, as a side thing.
Yeah, he minored.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Miss Hawthorne.
Wait, you
What
telling
was
me
a
I can't go
literature
wherever I want?
What was a liter student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Miss Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case...
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. Better we tread carefully.
I mean, I'm gonna keep pressing because I can say that she was there because she was being questioned.
You cut
If
back
you'd
to
like.
Dolly and the judge is standing next to her.
Oh.
That's.
He's on her side.
I'm gonna keep pressing. Fuck you.
Sure.
And when I mean
Your
fuck
Honor.
you, I mean Your Honor.
If you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance.
If
You
you would
only
like to
get
give me some
longitude.
longitude,
Alright.
Some
well,
range.
she
some domain.
becomes like 40 feet tall.
Oh my god.
please
Right
ask
now,
me to-
she's just becoming wide.
So tall
She-
Mia? Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
Or
please.
long Mia?
Oh, dude, I would love long Mia.
long and edgewide. Please
God.
ask her to continue out with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you.
Young lady, I've got a simp for you.
I've got a sim for you. It's me. What were you
Yeah.
doing downstairs in the courthouse reading
What is
room?
your OnlyFans?
What is your only
If it
fans?
pleases your honor, the answer is simply this.
My
It seems I have
OnlyFans
more
is-
I
followers
am a
than
literature
you.
student, so I was learning about how the law works to write it in a book.
Alright, I'm going to immediately present this because that is literally not true.
I was doing some research.
Does anyone
Okay.
disagree?
Crime.
Adrian?
As a writer, I do that a lot.
Would you like me to
Research.
tell you if I disagree or not?
Yes.
I do disagree.
Really?
He disagrees, ha ha
I
ha.
disagree.
Alright, well, I present. Or I press.
You were writing a paper on what? Paper?
Paper.
Parchment?
Um,
Pirates?
On the relationship between modern Sen Ryu poetry and the criminal underworld.
Ah, that joke lands well with Americans.
that
That sounds like a
sense.
real fascinating research idea for Americans.
A real
As you
red-blooded
say.
American research
How could they?
idea.
How could they?
yes.
What is Senryu poetry?
Type
Well,
of
that-
poetry? I don't know.
Because I mean,
I'm
like,
not
you
that
could
poet, I'm
localize
ashamed I
that by
don't
just
know.
saying. You could just say like fucking well, not haiku, I guess, because that's also
Yeah.
Japanese, but like I don't know, just like a different type of poetry.
Okay. Senryu, as this is explained, is a form of poetry very like haiku, but with a dash of humorous irony.
Dope.
So
I
it's
guess
just a
it's
haiku, but funny.
haiku. It's just a
It's
funny
a haiku,
haiku.
but also,
It-
what's the other one that's funny? The other form of poetry?
Jokes?
What
You're
is it
joke-
called?
No, it starts with like an F or something. It's not.
A funny joke.
Anyways.
Now, yes, thank you, Zach.
Anyway, but it says that basically also Senryu are generally not seasonal themed and also can be dark. Or like grim humor. Anyway,
Oh, is it a Calaveras?
I have no idea.
There's like a
Read
type
the
of
line!
poem. Well, am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
Limerick.
I
Oh,
said that!
Oh, did you? I didn't hear.
It does
Oh.
not start
what I
with
was
an
saying
F.
was
It
a
doesn't.
Calaveras is basically like a funny short,
But yeah, why did that
poem
girl
that's
really
about,
come
like,
to its courthouse?
a live
Is that what you
person.
wanted to know?
like you're writing basically
And
like
speaking
if
of
a person
forgetting-
was dead. But it was funny.
I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so please be sure to read it
Wait,
carefully.
wait, wait,
Sorry,
wait, wait, wait,
Stella.
whoa! Wait a minute. Was I right?
No, it's not. That's not correct.
You
There's a red
Poetry is
herring.
interesting.
dead wrong.
That's a
I
red
mean-
herring?
Yeah.
Because
Why?
it is.
Because there's another
with
thing
it.
that you already had evidence for.
Look for the blue
I-
herring.
Really?
Blue herring.
Yeah. Actually, hang on. Double
So
check.
what? Whatever, I guess we're gonna keep reading.
Oh.
Oh wait, sorry. No, you're right. I was looking too far ahead. My
So-
bad.
You son of a bitch!
Listen, all right.
Guys,
Well,
let me give you a. It was funny because they gave examples of a Senryu. One was after the verdict, the arsonist lights up.
Alright, that's pretty good. I
Yeah.
like Senryu poetry now. That's pretty good. Can I have more, please?
Mexican cantina. The waiter says bon appetit.
He's telling the truth. It is truly, truly
He's telling the
shocking.
truth.
Beautiful mushroom growing tall in the darkness. It comes from cow dung. I have no idea. That sucks. That's the poem that best describes how I feel about my Feeny. Wow. Phoenix, you are really dumb.
Strange that she used the word mushroom there.
Mushroom.
Okay, so
Mushrooms.
I was
Sorry.
correct.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You were correct, my bad.
Mushroom
No,
man.
just and you know, it's fine. Just because like I figured like that's super. It's directly conflicting with this. Yeah, let's
It's-
That's
go.
interesting. I should go look into Senryu poetry more.
I want a
Miss
book of
Hawthorne.
Senryu poetry now.
You weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Like Zach said, but Adrian corrected him incorrectly. Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason?
No. What's,
You wa-
what's the meaning of that cocky smile on your face?
Hey Zach, are you sure you don't want to take Dahlia too? You seem to be very comfortable with this kind of voice.
What are you talking about? Shut up. You need to do something. You want to switch? I'll give you
Hey.
pain for Dahlia.
No, it's okay. I should probably stick with Dahlia.
Why?
Because of her character.
Are you
It's
saying
okay,
that
you'll
I can't
understand.
do it?
I'm saying
Hey.
you'll regret it if you switch with me.
Oh,
I
really?
can visualize
Probably.
Zach scrunching up his face.
I'm
like
actually
doing
not.
that voice.
I'm
are
actually
you
not.
not?
It's mostly just my tongue basically coming out
What
of
are
my
you
nose.
talking about? Isn't that what his face normally looks like, Grant?
And Saba's being muted.
Yeah,
Damn it! How did you know?
predictable. Because you
I
paused the
called it.
stream, Zach.
Oh, I did.
Yeah,
Oops.
it paused when you click
Your
off of
next
it.
move is.
So predictable.
8 months ago, right here in this very. Okay.
Sorry, I thought you already read it.
You mean you already read it, in which an attorney was poisoned?
Oh, I love
What?
Reddit. It's my favorite website.
Oh,
I am a Redditor.
I am.
The name of the suspect of the instant listen here is in their report.
Grant,
That's pretty
You
Oh
cool.
you
god,
got-
with the Redditor thing,
Grant,
guys.
Grant, can we do that? But I'll be Pain and you'll be the judge, where the judge is where the judge is Kingpin.
Oh
Okay.
god.
God damn it. But he does admit that he is a Redditor.
Is there
Just start with
I'm
the
looking
this
for the
won't be
cover.
very wholesome 100.
This won't be very wholesome 100 for you.
You'll never get it. Wait a minute. Did you just say wholesome 100?
Yes?
Are you a fucking redditor?
I am a Redditor.
I just like, yeah, just because of the way you said that, just like he's so dejected. Like I'm a redditor. All right. Did you
He
read?
gives
Did you
up.
read this, Adrian?
I didn't
forget.
read this, yeah. And that name is Dahlia Hunter.
Okay, just use the head of it.
I am not a redditor.
Our,
Oh
am
my
a
god,
Redditor.
it's gonna take forever now.
the duality of man.
Zach has fallen into.
It's just so funny every time he goes. It's basically like a dude holds a gun up to your head and you're making fun of him. like you're really wearing Crocs. Are you serious? And he's just like, these are not Crocs.
There
Well,
was
I
guess
no
I go, you big
evil
chunk.
Big chunk.
understanding.
Well, I guess I can pronounce you.
Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes, the sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a case just 8 months ago.
Okay.
Dude, I'm so hungry. My stomach is growling.
How do I not remember that? Order! This is unbelievable. It's true that the loveliest rose can.
Miss Faye, that's not fair. You
Grant,
can't
shut up.
You can't slander my witness.
Ah.
I, Winston Payne, will not,
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
shut the fuck up.
I believe I was speaking, I said.
Pardon me. Go right
Uh-huh.
ahead.
You were saying? Yeah, okay. It's true about 8 months ago. The police expressed some interest in me.
Like, I'm really looking forward to Dahlia's breakdown animation because I'm 90% sure she's gonna do like a big evil face with huge fangs and just like like when she's angry.
The butterflies float away.
No, she
She
eats
eats
the
the butterflies.
Oh my god.
I'm
Her
hoping
neck
to
disgorges.
I will gain the power.
Express some interest, huh?
It's the fucking Choji butterflies.
Oh
Mr.
god.
Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth.
I did
What
not.
the fuck's an oath?
Commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
He's just like, what the hell's an oath?
What's that?
Well-
Truth? I see, I guess.
Okay, I've tied the two
What am I
crimes
doing
together.
here?
I do really like that. Of like, that's one of the reasons why I do really like Ace Attorney. Sometimes the writing can be bullshit and I hate it, but sometimes it's also really good because it's true. Because we just made a tiny step into bridging these two gaps into absolutely sealing Dahlia's fate, and that's really good writing.
Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna stay on the offensive.
She just starts saying a bunch
Well
of
done,
slurs.
Mia.
Oh god.
Oh, we're not that offensive, dear. Oh, you really fire in my mustache and my hemorrhoids.
This is
Oh god.
Grossberg. Why? You're so weird.
I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my mustache or my hemorrhoids.
Or my
Ghost
ass.
Rider.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that is lethal at just 2 teaspoons. Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. She is very adamant about this. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
Okay, so we're just immediately gonna present the pendant. Phoenix is gonna say that he got it from Dahlia, and then Dahlia's fucked, right? Like that should be
Well,
how this works.
Theoretically.
Well, no, it's not where Phoenix got it from her, it's how she got it in the first place.
Really?
Yeah, because you're framing that she's the one that poisoned, and
Well, how
she
would she
didn't
get
get
it?
Yeah.
Well, wouldn't she
Yeah.
just own it?
She would just own
She
a
was,
really rare poison.
She's
Yes.
a literature student.
I'm
She-
sorry, but Amazon doesn't exist then, so she can't just order it online.
No,
and
but
it's
she's also
online.
no, but you misunderstand. She's also half Cobra.
Oh,
She does it
I
from her
see.
fangs.
So she
Well-
just secretes poison, huh?
Which, by the
But,
way, Grant, that was one of the things that I was really hoping that we would do one day if we ever did more of the Root campaign, where there was just like I had ideas for characters that were like literally just like King Cobras or whatever, and I just really like the idea of dude just being like, yeah, you're fucked. He just like puts his own venom on like a dart and chucks it at you.
Oh my god.
So that's what
Yeah.
happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
Oh, sorry, I was reading Twitter. I'm terribly sorry, Miss Payne. I was reading Twitter. I am not a Redditor. I'm a Twitter.
Twitterer.
But I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. And I'll be sure to show them to you before the end of this cross-examination.
Look how big my sleeves are.
Ugh, your sleeves are quite large.
Ah, Mia, you're going for the true lawyer's aura, my dear. I think your stand is showing.
Oh.
That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing.
Is he fucking Nigel Thornberry?
I am Nigel
Okay.
Thornberry.
Let's show the contradiction now.
But you are right that where the poison is the contradiction.
I mean, yeah. Wait, right now?
Or where you not here, but the last point where it's like, where did she get the poison from? That is where the contradiction is.
I'm crying. No, I'm not crying. I'm
You just have to
crying.
find something that explains where she get the poison from.
Well, I mean, okay, so that would be the pendant, because I'm assuming that inside this pendant is the poison, and then that's how she would have gotten it, because she did have it earlier that day.
Well, no, she didn't buy the pendant with poison in it. She just used the poison, the pendant to store the poison.
No, right, but I mean, okay, I wouldn't
Uh-huh.
even know where to get
poison like that, but it doesn't matter if she got the poison. The fact is that she had this
No,
pendant on
no,
that
it
day,
matters.
right?
No, it matters what possible means could she use to get a poison?
Yeah. And you have that on you.
It doesn't
already.
matter that she like.
I do?
We're not saying if she has
Yeah,
it.
you
Yeah,
do.
you do. I was actually surprised you didn't pick up on it.
Check your
instantly,
court record.
Zach.
Check my court
They,
record.
you haven't figured out how she managed to get poison.
Yeah.
My badge.
Well, I
My
mean,
bad.
would a pharmacology student have poison? That doesn't make any...
Drugs?
Wait.
Pharmacology?
But that's not the same
Drugs?
thing. That's toxicology. That's something different.
I mean, they
think.
don't teach toxicology in school, I assume.
Yeah, they would. It's a branch of criminal justice.
I mean, I guess, but I don't know. This is
Are you telling me
More
drugs
benign.
can't kill you?
anyway.
No, I mean obviously they can, but
Time
this is
to
a very
find out.
but they're calling it
Cold Killer X.
but they're calling it a poison. Well, I mean, I guess it is ingested through the mouth, so it's a
You-
poison. I don't know.
You
dude.
like pull out the bottle of Cold Killer X and you notice like it's fading away and you wipe at it and it just says Killer X and you're like,
it's Cold Killer X poison flavor.
yeah.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
this is a little Monka S here, just because I'm asking directly. But and I did just use a Twitch emote as as a verb, but or an adjective rather. So can I say that she could have gotten the poison from Doug Swallow?
Yeah, you could.
I mean, she was dating him.
I guess so. Okay.
And he's fourth year. He must have real good access. I mean, even like chemistry students, right? They probably have access to some like nasty stuff.
No, I
Just
guess
imagine
so. I guess
pharmacology.
it's just like I don't know. I guess just in my mind, that bridge doesn't really make a whole lot of sense to me. The connection between pharmacology and making poison. But maybe I'm just
Gamer.
You wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't know.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison too. At your boyfriend's lab.
At your ex-boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
Wow, he's
You mean
not
me?
actually offended by Doug Swallow. He's
me?
offended that she had a boyfriend. He's like,
Yeah.
what boyfriend?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, she has a boyfriend. Let's get her banned off Twitter.
Oh,
Up until 8 months ago,
Can't
Miss
believe
Hawthorne was dating Mr. Doug Swallow.
wait.
Please.
Sorry, I have to check this out again. So okay, so this is the police report of the police officer getting poisoned, of Armando getting poisoned, right?
Armando.
I don't
Well,
think
why-
it doesn't say Armando was a police officer.
Yeah, it said he was the officer, victim. Doug.
Occupation lawyer.
Oh, he was a lawyer.
Yeah, it's his
Sorry.
lawyer.
Okay. Okay, so she
What's
murdered.
happening?
Oh my god. No. Sorry. I'm just trying to. I'm just trying to. Was there a murder before Armando? Cause
Who knows?
it seems to be like a string of like her murdering people in a row to try and get away with some original murder, but like, I don't know. Like, why murder the lawyer? I guess is what I'm asking.
guess
Uh,
we'll find that out.
One murder.
And if you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Poison University.
Poison University. Pharmacology.
The P stands for poison.
Oh.
What about the
His
E?
lab-
And then it's just pharmacology.
Pharmacology. Poison
Pharma-
pharmacology.
Yeah.
Dude, I love pharmacology.
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry. I love the idea of poison pharmacology instead of pharmacology. It's so good. In fact, without such equipment, I'm a paharmologist. The culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison.
Special poison.
Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had such a poison after all. By the way, this is the corner theme of the game.
Oh, it's a nice remix. Like they keep saying special poison. I wish that instead they described it as like a clinical poison or something like that instead, like something that was created in a lab as opposed to it just because when I think of poison, I think of plants.
He thinks of witch's poison, and then people
Sure.
stirring it in a
Magical
a pot.
poison. And then it was a matter of slipping into the victim's whatever. The only person who could have done the thing sitting at the very table was you.
And then slipping it into his whatever.
Oh.
No.
Order. Could it be?
Objection! That's nothing to me. Oh,
May I say something, Madame Faye?
No. What is it, Miss Hawthorne?
I could literally say no.
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Why would you say this?
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
quite true. In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
Was
I
that?
But
could
they
not
didn't find a
my
suspicious
way out.
container anyway, did they?
We used the gravity button in the basement. She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
I
Excuse
drank
me,
it.
madame, but this is a court of
I
law.
drank it.
I
Oh
drank
my
the bad
gosh. If you're saying I threw away the poison container away, well, okay, I think you need to show me some kind of proof.
Proof?
Proof.
The P stands for proof. She got me good with that.
Approved pharmacologist.
Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye.
I'll kick you out of here.
Really?
We're running home with some kind of evidence. We're gonna lose this lead if
Wow,
only there
it
was
feels
some.
like we're in court. We have to find evidence.
I swear to God, I'll put this entire courthouse on the Z-axis.
It is already
No,
on
wait.
the Z-axis, sir. We're in 3D space.
No,
What?
no, the judge is like, don't make me go to the basement and press the gravity button again.
I'll do it.
I do like the idea from that one line of like they turned the entire courthouse upside down. Now the courthouse has a button in the basement that allows you to just flip it.
Yeah,
Just
And it
180
doesn't even
immediately.
spin. It just goes.
yeah, it's the
Just
gravity
one
button.
frame apart.
Oh no, Grant, you know what it is? The button in the basement. It's like one of those panels from Maya where it says like Z scale, and the button just multiplies it by -1.
Where's Lawrence, by the way? Didn't he say he would be here at 7?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lawrence, you're late. Oh,
No, that's Carrie, not Lawrence.
Carrie!
Carrie.
Hello.
I- for a very short period of time because we ordered food and it is coming in.
Okay, that's fine.
It's okay. I'll have to probably leave soon for food anyway, too, so.
If you're going to accuse the young lady of committing
Lung-
murder,
I
love
love
you,
the lung lady.
I love Yeti.
then where is the container the poison was carried in? What
My
happened to it?
badge.
My
Ooh,
badge.
My badge.
You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. Someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Ooh, her hair's
Me?
cute.
Who is this person?
Oh, you haven't seen her yet, Carrie, right?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of
No.
course. That stupid idiot
Her name is
schmuck.
Dahlia Hawthorne.
Love her.
So the defendant
she's
was the
a murderer.
witness's accomplice.
Of course not. She gave the poison to him, disguised as a present.
Oh wait, this is his girlfriend, right?
Yeah,
Well,
she's
what-
the murderer.
But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. May I drink from it? Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute.
It has a little straw on it.
Oh,
How convenient.
let me just take a.
Oh,
So what
gosh.
about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
So, question. In 2004, were you not
Yeah,
supposed to
sure.
immediately recognize that this is a bottle on a pendant?
No, I think you were supposed to recognize it. The judge is just senile.
Well,
Also, Phoenix is just
well,
senile.
just because it feels a little weird because Mia also didn't really think about this at first. Like, 'cause she was just saying like, "Oh, how could she possibly have done this?" And it's like, and it obviously was the pendant. At least to me, it was obvious, and I think Grant had the same thought. Because when we first saw this pendant, we both thought of fucking Last Airbender.
I think it's just
Yeah.
because you were supposed to be distracted by how fucking Phoenix was fawning over Dahlia.
Whoa.
The day the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th, the very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present.
And she stuck with him for 8 months, waiting for an opportunity to throw him in jail.
And
Or
he
to
and
take
he
it
just
back.
refused to give her the opportunity. All for the I'm here, by the way. Don't look at this picture of Phoenix. Look
I'm
at
here,
her.
by the way.
Oh my god.
Don't look at
me.
Phoenix isn't important. Look at Dahlia.
Phoenix is temporary. I am forever.
All for the purpose of hiding that one piece of evidence that would give her away.
What? Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
Would
One
you like to
witness
have a
find
sip?
out.
No,
Yep.
there's no longer any poison in that bottle.
Damn.
However,
Aw.
I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Her hair just like,
Order the court.
I love how her hair just like.
Phoenix! On behalf of Dolly, I object.
Wow,
God
look at him
God
wearing a
damn it.
mask.
Yeah, we made a bunch of coronavirus
Like-
jokes.
Like
That'll really age
king.
well.
Alright.
Mr. Wright, control yourself. I won't let you bully her like this.
Customers
Mr.
really
Wright.
do be doing that. Oh.
I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Class is not dismissed yet. We haven't gone to recess yet. Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her? She's clearly
You
evil.
dumbass.
Because she's hot.
Oh no, he took the mask off. You gotta be serious
God
now,
damn
Zach.
Ask Zach about whether or not fucking shit. What's her name from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
Jolene.
Yukako.
And removing.
Oh god.
Yukako did nothing wrong.
Yukako did so much wrong.
She did nothing wrong because she's hot,
I don't want
so
to
it's
get into
morally
this
gray.
again. I don't want to get into this again.
That's one of my favorite subreddits of hot. I think it's like r/hot equals morally gray or something like that, where the top part is just like describing the horrible shit that a character does or like a real person, and then says but, and then a picture
They're
of them.
hot.
They're hot, so it's morally
damn.
gray.
Ted Bundy.
Well,
Oh.
Ted Bundy's not that hot, but sure.
He's really not. He was
Unless he's Zac
charismatic.
Efron.
He
then
was
Zac
I mean,
Efron's
Dave-
he was
pretty hot.
charismatic and knew how to talk specifically.
I mean, Damon Gant was pretty hot.
Damon
He
Gant
was.
is pretty hot.
Damon Gant was hot.
Because I'm madly in love
Phoenix.
with you. dumbass.
Phoenix.
He makes a good point.
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in forever.
In ever.
Mr. Wright,
I
have you ever
haven't
thought
heard
about
anything,
this?
actually.
Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you anyway? She's clearly out of your league.
Ooh, that hurts a
Sad.
lot. Oh,
Also,
dude.
like, you're
I'm not
obviously
gonna-
super closeted gay.
Yeah, I'm about to say
Yeah.
you're so fucking gay, but dude, I can totally feel that if like a super hot woman just suddenly was into me and then we dated for 8 months more or less, I'd be like, yeah, dude, I don't have denial. Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me too.
Like this to her.
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes. At this point of the trial, I think it should be obvious
Oh,
to
no.
everyone.
Open
The
your eyes.
real reason
You're
that
doing the
Dahlia
anime
Hawthorne is
thing.
dating you is...
She's mad in love with you.
Oh.
Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you. The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Wasn't he just in this courtroom this entire time listening to this conversation?
He has been.
Yes,
That's why I
but
kept
we're in a
objecting.
video, but we're in a video game.
So we have to
Yeah.
explain it again. Okay, onward.
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself.
They gave him crowns
I
and paper
never
to be
removed this.
distracted.
Yeah, but she's. Oh,
No
wait, sorry.
flashback.
Yeah, please give it back now. I forgot about that.
Hemorrhoids.
Mustache. Mustache, hemorrhoids. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her claim.
Crime.
That's why she absolutely had to get it back. Oh, crime.
Crime.
You're lying.
Please.
But you never give it back to her. And to make this is speaking
yeah.
over the flashback, yeah. And to make things worse for you, you insist on showing it to everyone you met.
Check out this cool murder weapon.
Wow,
Oh,
check out this
yeah.
necklace. There's a little bottle. That's pretty neat.
That's why she.
I don't believe you. No, that's a lie.
Oh.
Break
Aw,
down crying.
Dude, I would cry. Are you
No.
kidding?
You're right, He's
He's-
getting away. Bailiff, hurry after him.
He's getting
Man.
worried.
Wait,
If-
is are
we should get a new bailiff.
Mia,
the
Mia,
bailiffs the Kermits?
are you all
Not
right?
yet.
They
This
haven't
is like
invented
5
yet.
years ago, so I don't know.
Okay,
Yeah, they're not
okay,
there yet.
alright.
Yes,
so
I
no.
think so. That boy, he went completely bonkers. Not so. Where's Mr. Wright?
He's
It looks
underneath
like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough. Thank goodness. Oh no! I'm playing the defense, by the way. What is it?
The whole defense.
The bottle necklace. Miss Hawthorne's present. It's gone.
Phoenix.
What? That's terrible. Mr. Emerson grabbed it when he slammed into me. Foolish boy. That's the only thing that could have saved him. What in blazes are we supposed to do? No! My hemorrhoids. They're really inflamed by all this.
Mr. Wright, this sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
Wait, so we can just take it back from him, right?
I mean,
There's
Where
no
is
reason
it?
that we can't do that.
Well, we're about to, I guess, yeah.
I'm sorry, dude. That'd be stupid if he just like opens it. Like you see an animation of him quickly open it up and spit inside, so it ruins it, so you can't get a.
he eats the
Hey.
necklace.
Eats the necklace.
I'm afraid that your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace?
Forgive me.
I'm sorry.
It's okay, just give it back, the necklace.
Oh no, did he actually?
Did he actually eat it?
Oh my god!
Dude, you swallowed a necklace with a chain on it?
I know, that's a thick chain, too.
Yeah, that's real
It had
uncomfortable,
poison
dude.
in it 8 months ago.
Dude, Phoenix gives mad throat. I'm just saying.
Edward, no.
You ate it?
It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew into little.
Oh my
chew
God.
it into little
Phoenix,
bits
that's
first.
glass.
Glass?
Yeah, but say that's like crystal and metal.
Phoenix has a
Poison.
constitution score of like 4 billion. What the?
What is he doing now?
He's dying of poison.
Your Honor, you gotta stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? You want a boo-boo? You needed burpees? The bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it.
Oh my god,
You
he's
chewed
crying. He's
glass.
crying like a little bitch, and he's 21.
It'd be like that sometimes when you're 21.
Lawrence!
Lawrence.
Hello, Lawrence. Welcome.
Just in time.
It is
for
I,
his line.
Mr. Payne.
Okay, audio's not working.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
It seems
Yeah.
the
Well,
defendant
never
has
mind.
proven the prosecution's case for us. Clearly, that bottle did not contain a deadly poison.
As Phoenix keels over and just dies.
As I was saying,
Everyone just waits. They're like, give it a second, and they just all stare at him. He's like, oh.
how can you be
No.
so sure?
I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive.
He dies of internal bleeding from eating
Oh my
fucking
God.
glass and metal.
As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination.
So it would seem.
No, it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. There must be some kind of mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or poison must have lost its potency.
There. It's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see that you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecutor's side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life. She walks up behind him with the knife, like, really?
Whoa.
Stab.
Promise?
Hello.
Which is why I can.
Hey,
Hello,
Lawrence.
Lawrence. Welcome.
Oh, my audio finally works.
Yay!
Hey.
Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong.
That's enough. Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events.
But why?
But why?
This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand,
Oh my god.
but in a court of law, evidence is everything.
Ugh.
The dark dimension.
Oh,
Now
you
come,
have to prove so
into
much.
the
Is she going to get away with everything? Mia's like, I think Mia's the only lawyer who actually wears like a black suit.
Probably.
Yeah, I
Okay,
think so.
I mean,
you said
Phoenix is blue,
specifically
Edgeworth
black,
is
yeah.
red. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Well,
mean,
now
at
that
least
it's
others are
spoken-
wearing
Sorry.
suits.
I would like to proceed.
Oh my god, who's...
But
No, that was Phoenix.
Mr.
Oh,
Right.
God.
damn
What's
it.
We
happening?
recognized his voice.
I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really, really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down.
Mr. Right.
Oh shit, Phoenix.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that I didn't actually eat it, you fuck! There's something I forgot to tell you.
What is it?
Oh, interesting.
That day I met Doug Swallow. He was
I like the
trying to tell me
music.
that Dahlia is a murderer. You're lying!
No, the Kermits.
There's something you need to know about it. No one stole poison from our lab. We just have it lying around in case we need to put down the Kermits.
Poison? Wait, last night?
She's
So
Yeah,
that's
just go with it, I
She
guess.
took poison again?
Thing happened
Yeah?
8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen.
Uh-huh.
She came to the
Phoenix
lab that time
dies.
too. It could only have been her. Like a thief.
It could only have been her. Stop it! Who talked about her like that?
Ah!
Yay!
I've been
Is it-
pushed.
This is the craziest Muppets I've ever heard.
Oh,
Is it true? Did he really say that?
That's ridiculous. There's one more thing after I pushed that thing.
I
I
see
got wor-
Kermit now.
It's erupting. It was.
Oh, God. The poison.
Well, because remember,
is
she got
the
the
Kermit
she got the poison from the lab.
The poison
It was
is the
actually
Kermit
Kermit mutagen.
Oh god.
oh God.
I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him.
What?
She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, the defendant is... Miss Faye! You tell them! Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent! Fuck off, Phoenix. I'm
Uh-huh.
so sick of your bullshit.
So Dolly stole poison 8 months ago too, huh?
Uh-huh.
Put together with Mr. Wright's testimony, there's only one possible conclusion. The defendant believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow.
The night before.
Naturally, her motives for stealing it was to kill someone.
Miss Faye.
If you're so certain of your theory, then let me ask you this.
Yeah, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back, therefore...
Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne planning to kill?
The cold.
The cold.
Oh.
She is the cold killer X.
Oh.
Killer
Code
X.
name.
There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way.
Or widely in his way.
And that... No, he's
Oh.
not that wide. And that person was Mr. Phoenix Wright.
He's very pink.
He was whiter in his younger days.
Yeah, he thinned up.
Me? That's preposterous. After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered.
Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. That person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix, right? There's no one else that it could be.
What, did she put it in his fucking cold medicine?
Oh,
It is Cold Killer X.
but how can that be? I thought Miss Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
Judge,
We've
come on.
clearly illustrated that is not
Alex,
true.
seriously.
Poor Mr. Wright, this must be killing him. Not as badly as that poison would be, but hang in there. I'll bring her to justice, I swear
Glass
it.
that he chewed.
As I said before,
With
the
the
only thing
glass
Miss Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why? Why would she go so far as to murder him?
8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible.
No, it can't be.
Nani?
Nani?
It's a pretty good move she made too. The evidence went missing for a long time. There was just one big problem.
Phoenix is a dumbass.
The P stands for
Yeah.
problem. Look at her, not Phoenix. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to turn it to her.
Look at your man now. Back to
To
me.
him, the little bottle was a cherished treasure.
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 He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. Would you like a cookie? It was to retrieve the piece of evidence.
Yeah.
Here's a cookie.
Yeah.
That can't be
she's the
true.
imposter. Dahlia sus.
Dahlia sus.
Uh-oh.
Fing, what a joke you are.
Uh-oh, she mad. Oh, shit.
Oh.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Miss Hawthorne.
It appears that we're nearing the end of this trial.
Fine, I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Miss Hawthorne.
I was just about
Well,
to say
let's see
that.
about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Look.
Well,
Hey, old man, are you senile or something?
Yes.
Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Miss Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Sorry.
Are you really that shocked? Or do you prefer me? This way, Mr.
No!
J.
The butterflies.
She does.
come back.
She actually does know how to summon butterflies.
My God.
That makes her powerful.
the judge busted under the table.
Oh,
With
no.
absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer.
You are.
Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Ooh.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hack to shut up and already.
Oh my
Shut up
God.
and finish up.
Oh, she evaporated.
Alright,
I can't let her get away this time. Stop! Give me a second. Oh, this is all really intense in my hemorrhoids. If you keep pushing on without any evidence, they're sure to burst. But also, you
Oh,
could pay
no.
the ultimate price as a lawyer. The ultimate price? $4,000?
Oh.
No,
You'd be forced to take
$5,000.
off- You'd be forced to take off your attorney badge forever, I'm afraid.
Okay, take it.
You can never show it to anyone else.
Wait, okay,
No.
so, but I don't. But how do they know that she doesn't have any evidence for this?
They're just bluffing. Or they don't think she does, in
But-
general.
That's so weird.
She's back.
You better think it over carefully, Miss Faye, or should I say Miss Gray.
Sick burn.
I
That
read it
pun
as
probably
Miss
was...
Gay.
Oh!
Got him.
Well, Miss Faye, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
Once and for all.
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over.
After
be
only my
honest.
second case.
At this point, I
Be
don't have any
canceled.
evidence that's well-founded.
They'll cancel her on Twitter.com.
Even so, I'd lose my attorney's badge and let her get away with murder. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
Impossible! You can't possibly.
Wait, should Lawrence be paying now?
I don't.
Now that
I'm
Lawrence is
having
here.
fun with pain, though.
Stupid woman.
You having fun
Lawrence
with pain.
doesn't have anybody.
Neither
We're,
does
we're
Carrie.
almost done with the case.
That's true.
It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented.
One piece of it.
Just one? What is this, some sort of video game?
If you are unable to, if you are unable to establish your guilt, then I'm afraid that a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down to Mr.
I
Wright.
will hit you with my gavel.
Is the judge then aware that they're in a game?
That's one of
I
his. That's one of his lore powers. Is that he's aware that
talking.
they're. Yeah.
Yeah, but he also doesn't care.
Correct.
Yeah.
I
He
understand,
wants
Your
to be
Honor.
judge.
It's like that time where Elon Musk was he was on TV and he was like going on and on about like, oh dude, we're totally in a simulation, and the guy interviewing him was like, does that matter? And Elon Musk just sat there for like 2 minutes.
Okay.
Is it a question?
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up and coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
Well then, Miss Faye, please present your evidence, but you can do it actually
Well,
3 times before
Yeah,
you
it's
lose the
not.
game.
You could do it. Yeah, I'm about to say. You get one chance, and it's 3 parts.
And by 1, I mean 3.
I mean, it's Cold Killer X, right?
It's
Cold Killer
X.
Cold Killer X.
X. Take that. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all.
Cold Killer X, Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine.
Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold?
If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned.
Dun dun
What?
dun.
Remember what the defendant said in his testimony. Ikaboka!
Ikaboka.
What's another one? Banjo-Kazooie references.
She was the one who took his
You
bottle of
gotta
cold
do it
Killer X.
faster. You gotta
For-
cut yourself off.
For bottles?
Doesn't he? No, Bottles was or some
Is he?
shit like that.
I thought he was.
Yeah,
I thought he was like. Like I always
I
thought
thought
he
he
just did that.
I have to replay
And
Banjo-Kazooie.
she poisoned it knowing Mr. Wright was going to take some.
Now you're really grasping at straws. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine.
I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace,
Her
It
what?
was a bottle.
which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping.
Who?
Someone had accidentally run into the reading room, my client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. Like a dumbass. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poison bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify that she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime.
But what was her plan though? Was she because like Phoenix was gonna take the Cold Killer X and then he was gonna die, right? So I'm assuming that she would have did this at the house, and then she was what? Just going to take the pills?
I guess.
Because wouldn't they be able, like, they do a toxicology report on his blood, find the same fucking poison? And then she'd be connected with 2 poisonings and be like, oh, you're definitely the murderer.
I mean, I guess at that point it'd be like a lawsuit on Cold Killer X for
Oh, yeah.
fucking poisoning their.
Cold Killer X.
You can't prove
She
that
was-
Cold Killer X doesn't actually react with gastric acid to make this poison.
She was trying to bring down Cold Killer X, the nation's favorite medicine brand.
I knew it.
No.
Alright, I have to go. Dinner is here, so.
Later,
Goodbye.
Bye.
later, including what the defendant and victim were arguing about, and cut the electrical cable.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Give me 5 seconds.
I accidentally unplugged my headphones. I am back.
How do you get rid of old bag? You use old Killer X.
Old Killer X.
No, you need Old Killer Z for that shit.
Oh.
That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used a severed electrical cable to silence him forever.
Wait, why exactly again? Why
Fortunately
did you
for
have
her,
to kill Doug?
Yeah, why'd
Zach
she have to
skipped
kill
over it.
Doug? Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realize. The one line I accidentally skip over, and it's, like,
It's
pretty
okay.
crucial.
unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred.
Because, like, in my mind, she would have, like, cause like I said earlier, this feels like a string of her murdering people to get away with, like, an initial murder. And so it's like, she had to kill Doug because he's the one that knew that she went into the lab to get the poison, right? But then she also needed to kill Phoenix because he was holding on to evidence that she needed to dispose of. So it feels kind of weird that she wasn't also planning on just poisoning Doug. I don't know.
Doug's a pharmacology student, he's immune to poison.
Oh shit!
Oh.
His poison resistance is too high.
Yeah. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up there as well. It's hardly no wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic.
Oh.
Recall that she was carrying the bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they searched me like they did 8 months ago?
8 months ago?
Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then.
Could you imagine this exact same scenario, but with a defendant who's not like a pretty woman, where the judge is just like immediately like, oh yeah, it's super obvious that you murdered this person, as opposed to being horny.
I mean, that's the gimmick of this case. She had someone else hold it, in this case, Doug Swallow.
Swallow Doug.
Holy shit.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you?
She has a weird voice. She's
This
spooky.
stupid
Good.
woman. She's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar.
No, I mean like when I say weird, I just mean like she makes me really uncomfortable.
So you're telling me I make you feel uncomfortable, Zach? Is that it?
This visage with the second voice that you're doing, very much so, because it feels like I've already been stabbed, but I just haven't realized it yet.
Oh.
You are already dead.
Nani?
Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
We gotta give Lawrence somebody. I feel bad.
I wonder which one of us
I
is the
am
desperate
everyone.
one.
Oh,
I'll give Lawrence Phoenix.
what the fuck?
Okay, I will wait until her breakdown. Probably. I don't know if it's happening soon because I have to go eat too. Because I'm totally fine someone taking over Dahlia, aka Lawrence,
hell yeah.
when she breaks down.
Let's go, Lawrence.
So you giving Lawrence Dahlia right now or after?
Let's see if she like breaks down in like the next.
We're
couple
near the end of the
seconds.
case, obviously. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some.
She's like, "Nyeh."
Well, Miss Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence.
Like
What do you
some
say?
dumbass.
How close are we to the end? I don't recall.
This is like, we have like maybe like 15 more minutes at most. If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you take some of this medicine right now.
Guess I could
Take
honestly if I
the
can wait.
drugs. Take the
If you can't,
Me affair, me affair.
Oh god!
Oh my god.
Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Miss Faye? I don't know. She's weird. I like
this
that.
is so-
She's part demon by this point.
Oh my god.
That's just fine.
I like this discrepancy of that's just fine. It's so good.
For the time being, victory is yours.
What?
For the time being.
Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it.
But
In
you
the
were just convicted
afterlife.
for 2
What?
murders.
Huh?
Huh? Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Oh. Okay. I think I'm picking up what the game is putting down. Maybe.
Why, yes.
What's happening? I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the men in blue now. I wish you all the best.
What is happening?
It's finally all over. Okay.
Lawrence.
Oh, I refuse to accept this. The defendant hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support
Your
the outrageous
witness
claim.
just confessed.
You have to prove that it's correct.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it, so...
I don't care. I'm Winston Payne.
Hey, Lawrence, would you mind saying this again, but not eating your microphone?
Am I? What? Is it that close?
It's the audio is not super great. It might be a little. Just say it
How's
again.
it? I don't care. I'm Winston Payne. Is that fine?
It was better.
No. Is it
No, it was good.
Keep
and I don't believe. And I don't believe one word that this rookie lawyer has said.
Fuck off, dude.
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
You take some cold killer X.
Yes.
Would you care to would you care to try this cold medicine?
Well, howdy. Sure.
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said. There's a flashback.
Yeah, it's all right, rookie.
I would trust the witness with Hawthorne with my life.
Oh my.
Oh,
Okay.
you
Follow
idiot.
it.
This is how you lose your hair.
Oh my god,
You
could you
ripped
imagine
it
that?
off.
Could you imagine if he's like, fine, I will. He takes one, loses his hair.
So, if she's so trustworthy, I'm sure there couldn't possibly any be poison in.
That that is the correct sentence. Yes.
Yeah,
Um,
there you
well,
go.
I think I took
see.
the poison.
And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life?
Oh!
Oh!
No!
His perfect pompadour.
Oh!
I don't like the noise Zach just made at the end there.
He just made he just lost his hair because of anime bullshit.
Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest.
Tragic, but not surprising.
I prove
I,
you
of
did
course,
everything.
saw this from miles away. I knew there was something. Oh my god.
He's really rolling
Piece of
with
shit
that.
judge.
I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Of
God.
course.
Don't lie, just admit you were wrong.
I will never admit. By the way, Miss Faye,
Yes, Your Honor.
was it just me, or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other?
Your Honor? Whether we did or not has no bearing on this case.
But I want to know.
But I want to
But,
know.
but I'm
Very well.
curious.
But I'm curious.
Your Honor, that's just between us girls.
Ah, Mr. Payne.
This can't be happening. It's a nightmare.
It's like
Something-
losing to my
something
daughter.
losing daughter. Yeah.
It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? Maybe you could get rid of more hair.
It can't be. My my dear Dolly.
Very well then. I believe I'm ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an
Okay,
end.
quick judgment now, please.
So is that what's... Oh, actually, I'm gonna keep going because Saba needs to go eat.
The court finds the defendant Phoenix Wright
Guilty as charged.
Guilty AF.
Guilty of being horny and simping.
Wait,
Guilty
does this
of
mean
simp.
what's his face? Gumshoe is still in the like courtroom throwing the confetti.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, he was a
This
detective.
court
He was
is
already a
adjourned.
detective at this point.
Oh, cool.
Gumshoe's been a
Wait,
detective for
since
a
you're
while.
reaching
He's
the end
like,
of this, are you gonna go on to the
Right.
second case, Zach?
We might do like an intro of it.
sure.
Oh, interesting. I'm gonna leave right now, then come back if we're gonna intro it.
Yeah, you're
Okay.
good, you're good.
I'll be back later.
If we can pause here, I want to tell Grant about my nightmare that I had.
Oh yeah, I want to hear
one,
this.
Can I say one quick thing and then you can go on with your nightmare? I'm going to go on with my thing then.
Yeah, I said sure.
Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry.
I thought my internet cut out. There was just silence.
Yeah, but I'll say
Yeah,
it was
me
just
too,
pure
me too.
silence.
I
and
said
was like-
sure, and then there was a long pause, and I was like, is that going to say anything?
No, I thought you were pissed. I thought you were pissed at me since I delayed your story earlier too.
No, go on.
No. I'm just okay. So, so Dahlia should be arrested, right? But she should be arrested for 2 counts of murder, which should like 1 murder is a life sentence. 2 murders should be life sentence in like a maximum security prison. So either she escapes the cops like right now, or she somehow like escape or like leaves prison due to like good behavior, and then like, but then
She could get parole. Yeah.
Yeah, well, but dude, you can't do fucking parole for a double murder.
They can, you absolutely can in the Phoenix Wright universe.
No, and that's what I'm saying. So it would be in the Phoenix Wright universe, right? And so it's just like, so is that going to be case 2? Is that Dahlia Hawthorne comes back in some way, shape, or form and is trying to murder Phoenix since Maya's already dead, or Mia's already dead?
That's not case 2. Case 2 and 3 are not really related.
Aw,
All right. Well,
bad.
yes.
But
What
what
was
about
your
case
nightmare?
4?
I wanted to say, before the stream happened, I was taking a nap so I could rest up, and I had this nightmare where I was like in some sort of like character design or like drawing or writing class or something, and basically I had a spare laptop and there's a student behind me that like the student behind me was like, man, I didn't bring my laptop, I can't work today, and I was like, oh, here, you can borrow mine. And then there was this student next to the guy who I was lending my laptop to, who kept just trying to steal my laptop from him repeatedly. And like, hang on, there's a fly here. I think I got him. Anyway, there's a student who was trying to steal his laptop. Like the guy who missed his laptop that I was loaning to kept like falling asleep and napping, and the guy would just like try to slowly take it, and I would turn and be like, hey, dude, stop. And this happened multiple times throughout the class, and then like it started to end. And at one point, and I walked up and was like, dude, you're really gonna try to steal my laptop in front of me, like in the middle of class? And everyone was like staring, and he was like, whatever. And I was like, oh, god damn it. And the teacher didn't give a shit. I saw outside it started raining when class ended, so I was like, all right, I gotta go to my next class in the rain. And so I went to take out my umbrella and get my laptop back. The guy, first of all, seemed to claim that he was a silly laptop. I took my laptop back. I went to open my umbrella to go outside. The guy walked up to me in front of everyone before class ended, took my umbrella and just started tearing through with his hands, and I was like, what? What are you doing? What? And he was like physically way bigger than me, so I looked at the teacher and I'm like, are you telling me that you literally cannot do anything if a student damaged another student's property that was bought with their money? Because if so, I don't know what you're about to unleash, and all these other students who are here to say that you can't do anything about that. And the dream ended with like the teacher just shrugging, and then Grant was suddenly in the room and he's like, yo. As if Grant was about to go around and just mess people's shit that they bought because he could do that.
Yo,
And then I woke
bro.
up.
Yo.
Bro.
Yo, I got an idea now.
So that was my nightmare that I had.
I'm glad I could make a cameo appearance.
That's such a weird cameo.
As
I'm
if
just
Grant was
Grant.
literally going to be like,
I'm just Grant shows up and is, yo.
yo, we could do that? The teachers can't stop us?
Serious?
But yeah, I remember it was weird because like it's not, I don't feel like Grant would actually do that, but it was said in Grant's voice, like that sounds like something he would say that way, if not, like he would. I don't think Grant would go around damaging people's property, but like
I don't
If
know.
he
Can
would,
they
that sounds like
stop
something he
me?
would say.
Can
Yeah,
you
the
stand
teachers can
me?
stop you apparently.
Oh my god.
But yeah, that was the
That's
cameo that
hilarious.
Grant had in my dream. Just like,
I'm gonna put it on my IMDb page.
Showed
Yeah, I
up
woke
one
up-
time in Adrian's dream.
Yeah, I was so mad that I woke up from the dream angry.
Oh, I hate that when that happens. Like you just wake up and pissed.
Yeah, and then I was like, oh, thank God it was just a dream. But yeah, that was the nightmare that I had that Grant cameoed in. Yo.
Nice.
Yo, wake up.
Yo.
So before we proceed with this, since I mean we have an hour left in the stream either way, so we can kind of just chill since we finished case 1.
Well, let's at least get to the save point, I think.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
But what I was gonna say was that Grant, I did just
Sup?
catch up on Snap.
On what?
Was that you or was that Terrence that posted the like you put people's names in and their
Oh,
either
that was
tops or bottoms?
Terrence.
That was
That was
Terrence.
Terrence.
I don't like how both spellings of my name short result in me being a bottom. Well, actually, no. Sorry, ZACK is a top, but I have a face of a bottom, I guess.
Oh yeah, you look like a bottom.
That's bullshit.
Well, I mean, I got called out for being a virgin. So.
Yes.
Yeah, that was really
Lawrence,
funny.
Hey, no virgins allowed. It's sad.
So I was like, shit.
Oh no, I'm curious.
It was Terrence found like a generator where it's just, so are you a top or a bottom, and I guess you just put their name in and it'll generate whatever. And so Lawrence said, Lawrence, you're a hey, no virgins allowed.
Did you test my name?
I don't know. It was Terrence who did this.
Okay,
I don't know where.
Terrence's
I don't know where Terrence got the thing from.
I have no idea either,
Oh,
but
well.
it's
That sounds funny.
interesting.
Oh.
You know what?
I'm still thinking about Grant going, yo.
Yo.
Yeah, you did wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg, except for your hemorrhages and mustache.
Hemorrhages.
Hemorrhaging
God, he's
hemorrhoids.
bleeding.
During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were gonna hemorrhage. They were gonna explode by Mount Vesuvius.
Oh no!
gonna kill so
Mr.
many people.
Grossberg, do you think you could stop talking about them forever and never mention them to anyone ever again? It's rather rude, but I guess I'll do that. Anyway, this case really made me think. Made me think emoji, huh?
A little bit funk.
What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with a client? Perhaps it is we veteran lawyers who have lost sight of this.
You shouldn't have.
Oh, Mr. Wright. Sorry, I thought Phoenix was speaking for some reason. Congratulations.
Thanks. You know, I was thinking.
I was thinking emoji.
I was galaxy braining over here.
The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her.
An imposter.
Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things.
Oh my god.
Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something.
Boy, this poor kid still hasn't got a fucking clue.
Wow.
You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake.
Clones don't exist, Phoenix. Gosh, you're being so silly right now.
Yeah, you're right. Their clones are silly.
Also, you need to relax a bit more. Try to grow up a little bit. Get better at bluffing.
But yeah, get better at bluffing.
Commits the
But
next
out of
three
all my
your
friends, everyone
life
says I'm the
years.
most grown up.
Yeah, what kind of company does this guy keep?
They're all like teenagers.
His only friend is Larry Butts.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah.
That's true, then.
Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself.
No, you're an artist, you fucking.
That's
That's
true.
what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department.
Well,
The
yeah,
department?
I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help, and if I hurry, I should still be able to save him in time.
Larry,
That's
well,
neat.
actually, it was on 3 years, so I guess that's kind of okay.
This would be edgewide.
Yeah, it'd be Edgewide, I think.
Yeah,
Say,
Edgewide, never
Miss
mind.
Faye, a lawyer is someone who can help someone when they're in trouble, right?
That's really vague, but I'm kind of new to this myself.
Depends.
But I think that's more or less what a lawyer is, kind of, in the most vague terms possible.
Give or
Okay,
take.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna study my butt off. I'll become a lawyer for sure. I'm not gonna know about evidence law. I'm not gonna be able to cite perjury.
But I will pass that bar.
But I will pass that
That's
bar
all.
somehow. Like fucking
I'm gonna
passing the
cheat.
like passing the bar is actually just you have to eat an iron bar and then shit it out without
Phoenix
dying.
already has credibility because they're like, well, he had a glass and metal thing, so that's good enough.
You have to do the limbo.
I hope we see each other again someday, maybe even in court. Oh, that's cute. That's kind of
Yeah.
cute.
And then
I
I,
really
definitely won't
hope-
die the day after that.
Yeah, I was like, I really hope I get to have you as a mentor for literally more than one case.
Anyway.
It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer, like I planned, and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. Wait,
That's a calm way of
and
saying
save my friend,
killed.
is that...
Yeah.
Wait, and
Spring to
save...
Edgeworth, yeah.
Wait, but what was
Did we
wrong with...
save
Oh, wait,
Edgeworth?
do we not know what was wrong with Edgeworth?
Well, no, we were saving him from, like, him, like, being guilty
Being a
about all
corrupt
the stuff.
lawyer.
Yeah. Like,
Oh,
remember
okay.
there was a whole thing about him being like, oh, there's rumors that he's a bad lawyer or whatever, and he wanted to save him.
And that's why you became... And that's why Phoenix becomes a... Or that's why... This is sort of why Phoenix becomes a lawyer, because he's like, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah, I guess.
For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Oh
He's
boy!
like, man, that legendary bluff with the bottle really informed all of my defense style.
Wait, bluff, does he still have it?
Oh my god.
No, with the bottle of Cold Killer X, where Mia just
Oh.
hedged all on one bet.
Well, I mean, actually, is that not true?
It was true, but it was a huge bluff. And
No,
she
no,
didn't have
that's what
that
I
much to
mean.
back
Like,
it
I'm
up.
saying, like, your statement of, like, that's what informed my technique of, like, bluffing my ass off.
Yeah.
Because that's super what she did.
Yeah, absolutely.
Could you imagine if it actually was, like, she was gonna get him a coffee later, and so that was actually just cold medicine?
Imagine.
Ooh.
They don't even analyze it because she confessed.
Yeah. Mia's gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. She won't
You
shut the fuck up,
dumbass.
actually.
Stop simping. Oh, this is mature Mia.
So this,
So,
yeah, this is mature Mia, so it's grand.
Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief.
Sound?
Do you notice how her hair is subtly different between when she's young and when she's older?
You mean the fact that it, like, wraps all the way around her head?
Yeah.
It's kind of
Her
neat.
thing.
I'm not gonna, like, I'm gonna repeat myself. She grows a lot. She grows up a lot in 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5 long years. Something has happened to me that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. That's a story for another day? Is it? Is it not right now?
Story for another day.
Turnabout memories. The end.
Yay.
Dude,
Yeah.
that
We
was
did
a
it,
fucking
guys.
cool case.
It's way cooler than the second game's first case, I'll say that much.
Oh, it's what's his face?
Godot.
Yeah.
It's Cyclops.
Right.
It's,
Dude,
it
I'm really
do be
excited to
Cyclops.
learn why Godot wears that visor, because I've seen Godot before. I never knew his name was Godot. I didn't even know that he was from Ace Attorney for a long time. But literally since the moment I saw him, I'm like, what the fuck is up with that visor?
I think that's most
He
people's first
Mr.
thought.
X-Man.
Hey,
Oh
S-
man,
hey,
I kind of
Saba.
want to do his
Yeah,
voice.
he's part of Daft
Sa-
Punk.
Saba's been calling Godot for a really long time. I want you to know this.
I
Oh,
mean,
does she
how
want to
you
voice
pronounce
him?
his name is contentious. Oh, Saba wants Godot?
Saba's been wanting Godot for a long time. Or sorry, Godot.
I don't know how to
Godot.
pronounce his name. It's contentious.
Got it.
But
Well, because
Get it.
everybody's familiar with Gal
Get it.
Gadot, right? Or
yeah.
as she pronounces it, she pronounces it Gal Gadot, but she's Mediterranean or something. I don't remember exactly where she's from.
She's Israeli.
She's
Israeli, thank you.
extraterrestrial.
But from where she's from, they pronounce it Gal Gadot. But in a French dialect, which is like where I know Godot from, it's Godot. And so it's just
I
like,
don't-
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know.
If I,
I don't
suck, I will
know.
concede.
I don't get-
Well, for right now,
Cookie
I don't
Saba, I'm
know.
assuming if Godot shows up, Adrian's gonna be doing the voice for now, and then we'll trade
Oh.
off when Saba comes back, if Saba comes
Yeah.
back, and then we'll go
Oh.
from there. We'll figure it out.
We'll see.
Well, Godot from
I'll
there.
be. If Saba is going to be Godot, I call substitute Godot.
This time.
I pronounce it as Godot.
Understudy Godot.
Is this a bomb?
Under.
It's a race car? What is this? What's happening?
Explosion.
Mario Kart.
Oh!
Ah,
Detective, we made it! Oh, Detective, we made it! Phew, what a relief. Glad the jewel is still safe.
Oh!
oh,
Oh,
I wonder who it is.
you said it, pal. It must have been our rock-solid security. Would you mind opening the safe just to double-check?
wait, we don't know that Scumshoe for sure. It could be anyone.
It could be anybody.
anybody. You have to memorize this.
Hi, I'm the lock-picking lawyer, and I'm about to crack open this case.
Damask!
Ah,
God.
we've been had! That's Damask.
Damask.
Out front guards, turn on the searchlights.
So we have a...
Better luck next time, gentlemen. That's definitely his voice, by the way.
I love
That
him.
is Papyrus.
Zach, if you want, you can voice this guy. That's his voice.
I would love to. Excuse me, but I'm afraid I must be leaving now.
Oh my god, there he goes.
We shall meet again when the
On
next
the
moon is
moon.
full.
There's
Dude, I
cheese
love
up
his
here.
voice.
Who's voicing Maya?
Fuck.
Lauren.
Oh shit.
Hit it.
You
Damn
got
it. Okay, well,
You hear that, Adrian? Be happy.
fine.
Hey, Nick!
No,
Yes.
I refuse.
Yes.
She's so important!
You cannot
Yes.
ruin Maya's voice for me. No one is I object to this. No one is reading Maya's lines until Saba gets back.
Oh my god.
That's it. No more. I want you to know this.
We're just
Even
gonna,
though
it's just gonna be
we're
mute.
What are you freaking out about now? Hello, Raphael. Huh?
It's big time.
all this time,
Adrian just can't help it.
all this time, I've been waiting for Adrian's reaction for my voice, but it turns out it's Zach.
I'm
that had the
pissed.
reaction.
The problem is that
Zach
Saba
has
is
vetoed
too
it.
good at specific voices. I literally cannot hear Maya's voice in
Oh,
anything
Zach.
other than
Speak of the
Saba's
devil.
interpretation.
I'm sorry. Apparently, Zach can't go without me speaking.
Zach, Saba has spoiled
Zach
Zach.
refuses.
I can't. No one else can do Pearly. No one else can do Maya.
Wow, I
Take
feel
it or leave
honored,
it for
I must
anything
say.
else.
Wow,
Oh my
well-
God.
Listen, I was too positive. I had to go negative.
Yeah, you can't
Big
be too
time.
genuine.
I can't be too genuine, or else the whole stream just gets fucking sappy and disgusting.
You can't
I
be
know
too
he
wholesome
never
100 or else we're
compliments
gonna
me. Are
think
you
you're
sure we
Redditor.
couldn't encourage this?
You have this on recording now. Saba.
Oh my gosh, I should clip it.
Listen,
and
you
fucking
can't.
excuse you. I compliment you all the fucking time.
Listen, you can't be too wholesome
Hello,
100 or else we're gonna think you're Redditor.
Also, I know, my name is spelled with a B in the middle, but I understand if it sounds like it's a V.
We do
But
say
yeah,
it
continue.
fast.
Yeah.
Big time. What do you mean by we? You don't mean you and me are.
You mean you're French?
Ha! Don't be silly. I'm talking about me and Charlie, of course.
Hey,
Yay!
he's back.
He's back.
Hello. It's a pleasure to see you again, Mr. Nick.
Which, by the way, did I mention? I think I may have mentioned this before, but when I was looking up Pearl on like the wiki, her actually her most recent artwork is what shows up first, not this. And needless to say, there's a little bit of a time jump at some point in the series, and I'm gonna say, I miss having young Pearl. Like
Well,
she's
just in...
like I'm cherishing
Young
this
Pearl
right
is
now
great.
because I'm like, oh, Pearl.
Exactly. Although, I think that older Pearl is fine. I think she's fine.
Pearls! You haven't changed a bit. Wait, what are you doing here anyway? Also, by the way, did you guys see the thing I posted in memes? I think it was memes? Yeah.
Not sure, but also Raphael, you're totally fine. I know my name's weird.
Oh,
yeah.
I saw this at one point, I think on Tumblr.
Haven't you heard, Mr. Nick? Here, take a look at this.
What's this? Some kind of poster?
Hearing Saba voice Pearly again is so refreshing.
Refreshing like a spring
Oh my
breeze.
gosh.
Karayan Village.
You do a
isn't that-
fantastic job, Saba.
Thank you. That's right. It's our hometown. Pearly and mine, that is.
What's this about treasures from the booties?
Oh
Where
man,
does
that
it say
vase
that?
sure is correct. Remember that vase and how it definitely says I am?
Very funny. You can laugh all you want. But you'll be singing another tune tonight.
Tonight? What about tonight?
The treasure of Kurain Village, or Kurain exhibit, doesn't actually start until next week, but
Oh, right, because isn't Karayan actually like a country?
Yeah, Karayan Village is like basically
Yes.
Chinatown equivalent.
the promoter sent us some special VIP entry passes. That's why I dressed up for extra special today. What do you think, Nick?
Is it different? Same Maya, different day.
The artist didn't want to draw any new sprites.
This young lady here is a bitch.
In case you skipped the first two
Oh my
games.
god.
She's the younger sister of this bitch. I first met her 2 years ago. Oh my god, it has been 2 years.
When she murdered her
Flash
sister.
Yeah,
back.
when she murdered her sister, and I haven't let her live it down since.
I've been keeping the one who's keeping this law office afloat from behind the scenes.
Are you okay? Actually,
Here in the
that's
dark.
just a
Something's
cover
getting
for
to
her
her.
true identity. In reality, she's a spirit medium.
What?
And a bit of a shady character.
What
What
do
the
you
fuck that's
mean?
supposed to mean?
That's rude.
Phoenix!
Hey, who you calling shady?
Just because we're in the dark dimension.
Just because
Yeah.
I'm able to summon us into the dark dimension.
I'm a pretty powerful spirit medium, you know.
You are, which is terrifying. And this little girl is Pearl Faye. I usually call her Pearls. I would literally die for her. She's Maya's cousin and a spirit medium in training. Oh yeah, what happened to Goomba? She's arrested, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's arrested.
Oh
My
my
mom's in
god.
prison.
We're
She's Arrested Development.
we're tearing this family apart.
I mean,
okay,
it's tearing itself apart.
I know I'm a bit young, but I want to help in any way I can, Mr. Nick.
I love you, Pearls. It's gonna be so sad when you die.
Oh
Oh my god.
No,
Karayan
that's
Village
no.
is the
He's not
home of the
spoiling
mysterious
anything.
Karayan channeling technique, and I'm not spoiling anything.
It's not true.
I was actually just making a statement on the existentialism of life.
Oh my
Which
gosh.
is really
Jesus Christ.
well. I mean,
You're
you know me, Grant.
Are you
Yeah,
implying
that's
that Beast's
true.
gonna outlive both of them?
No, she is gonna die whether or not
He
Phoenix
is
dies.
a phoenix. He'll come back.
Yeah, he'll come back. And Maya here is the daughter of the Karayan School's channeling master. What?
Why are you crying?
Kurayan.
Oh my gosh.
I know how I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's no joke. I have this green magnemite that allows me to see when someone's lying.
Screen 9.
I never
Voltorb.
I never use it when it should be done though. I've seen the power with my own eyes. It's the real thing, all right. Yeah, she turns into her sister. It's really weird.
How long are you going to make two gorgeous women like us wait?
What's up with Maya? Are you okay?
I'm
Please don't
totally
describe yourself
fine.
as gorgeous.
Yes, Mr. Nick. I can't wait any longer. I can't wait to see the exhibit.
God, I miss Pearl. Looks like I don't get a choice.
Maybe we can get some burgers too.
Might as well. Maybe some burgers. Okay, let's add it to the thing. Alright, cool. October 11th. Lordly Taylor.
Oh, by the way,
Lord.
I know I said I wanted to take Godot, but if I can't get the voice that I'm like thinking of what his voice is going to be in my head, I will rescind the role. But I'm
you
really
guys
hoping I
have
can
been
do
talking about Godot for so fucking long that I can't even possibly fathom what his voice is supposed to be.
Are we doing voice tryouts like we did for Edgeworth in the beginning?
Because Saba passed Edgeworth with flying colors, so I guess
Yeah,
so.
I got absolutely annihilated.
I think
I
that's
don't
fair.
know.
We'll have voice trials again. But anyways, he's not here yet. We're here at Lordly Taylor.
Lordland Taylor,
Lord
the city's
Taylor.
fanciest and most expensive department store. Treasure exhibit, huh? I have to admit, I'm pretty impressed. Ooh!
Oh my
This
god.
is cool.
This is awesome.
Yeah. You can make even the cheapest junk look great. Oh my god.
Phoenix!
Phoenix, what the fuck?
It all depends on how you display it.
Oh, they even have the dusty old hanging scroll that was in the Fey Manor storeroom. Oh yeah, I remember scribbling on it when I was a little girl.
Is there still a bullet hole through it?
This thing in
Should
the
be.
back?
Yeah.
I think so, but
She
it
just
doesn't have
has
the
to
orange
shift
border.
a little bit.
On a family heirloom?
Say, Nick. The person in charge of this exhibition is waiting for us in the basement warehouse. Let's go. Nothing bad'll happen there.
Alright. I guess we should go and say hello.
Maybe it's a
I like
different
this little
screen.
tune.
Yeah.
I think I remember this old folding screen here. I'm pretty sure it was an important piece of evidence in that murder case that happened in Karayan Village.
This folding screen is the greatest of all spirit channeling secrets. The six-leaf Kurine Sacred Writings folding screen.
Is this Naruto?
Believe it!
Let's make
Let's
some
have a
hand
gate.
signs. Wait for it.
If this is so secret, why is it the most prominent thing in the exhibit? What the hell?
Oh,
Oh, what's
That's
true.
happening?
it's a good thing
Eyes
this
up,
game doesn't
boys.
require you
Nope.
to actually have that much skill, so you're probably fine.
Oh no, okay, so I had to turn my controller over. Oh, which reminds me, at the end of the stream, Lawrence, you and I should talk for a moment.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lawrence, are you in trouble?
Lawrence is grounded.
Ooh.
Oh.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I gotta get
Let's
grounded a little bit
move.
more then.
Uh-oh.
Always
Lawrence is
shows
gonna,
something you
Lawrence is
don't
gonna be
want
like, yeah, I can't do, what do you call it? I'm gonna be like, Lawrence, you can't do this to me.
Oh my gosh, I can't wait for you to see this, Zach.
Yep,
I hope-
this is
I
the
hope you'll
basement
like
warehouse,
eventually.
alright.
This place is scary. I feel like a monster could jump out at any time.
Burr.
Burr.
I'm assuming it's supposed to be burger, right?
No. Burr.
No, like there's a...
Well, no, it's weird because you can see it's folded at the top. I think it looks like.
Oh,
So it would
yeah.
be. Yeah, it's
so
weird.
it's Gerber.
Gerber.
apparently.
Like the
Don't be
yeah,
scared,
the
Curly.
baby
I'll
thing.
protect you.
Oh, Mr. Rose. I don't know this voice. I don't remember which voice this is.
A monster! You were right. It is you, Adrian.
Huh?
okay.
A monster.
Oh, hey.
Oh,
I
it's
was-
Adrian.
I told you. It was
Good evening.
Adrian.
It's good to see you again. I'm back.
Wait. Oh right, you weren't the murderer.
Yeah.
I forgot.
Good
That was a big
memory,
thing.
Zach.
That's why I had such a reaction because I was like,
You
wait,
definitely
they let you
tried
out of-
really hard to make me look like the murderer, though.
Excuse you, you
Yeah.
tried really hard to make yourself look like the murderer.
I did not, but okay.
Oh my god.
That's the line.
I know you.
Nice to see you again, too, little miss.
It's just Adrian's voice.
Hello.
None of the pretty women have female voices, mostly because we only have Saba. But
Gary shows up sometimes.
Carrie does show up sometimes, and she does voice Old Bag.
Yeah.
Is she a friend of yours, Nick? And how do you know her, Pearly?
Are you
Oh, that's
high?
right. Maya. No,
She
Maya
was busy
kidnapped.
being, you know,
I was
starved.
kid-
Was
Kidnapped, you know?
kidnapped. Wow.
Nice to
I'm
meet
glad
you.
you
I'm
remembered
Adrian
that, Nick.
Andrews.
I'm Adrian. That's it.
I'm
guys.
Adrian Wen. I'm in charge of the promotion and planning for this treasure exhibit. Also responsible for the security arrangements. I've gotten into Full Metal Alchemist. What do you think of my outfit?
Yeah, I'm about to
What do you
say,
think of my
you look like
Riza
what's her
Hawkeye?
face?
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
she's my
also
favorite
I was also
character.
gonna say she's fuck, what's the evil Samus that was in Prime?
Oh, I don't
Dark
fucking know.
Samus.
Is it just Dark Samus? Well, because
Probably.
previously she
Dark.
was wearing Zero Suit, and now
Dark
she's just Dark Samus too.
Yeah.
I love video games and anime.
Oh, nice to meet you.
That's a character trait I have now. I love video games and anime.
He's just a weeb.
You can't
Oh my
just
God.
make you can't
Huge
just
weeb.
make her a weeb's delight. You can't just do that.
I love weeb.
She's like a 30-something-year-old like woman who's getting into video games and anime, and she's genuinely into it, but she doesn't really know the lingo yet.
She looks a lot happier, and that's nice.
Yeah, I'm
for
really glad about that. Adrian sure has changed since last time we met. She got a different shirt.
So this is the warehouse. The really valuable exhibit items are still stored away here.
Was this the thing that you thought I was gonna be surprised by, Saba? Because you were
No,
right.
not yet.
No.
Well, I mean, this is it, but not yet.
Oh my
Or
god.
this area, I think, is what
Do
Saba
I
means.
do I dare hit slide?
Slide to the right.
Slide to the left.
Okay.
What happens if you like?
Ooh.
Whoa.
Organi.
What happens if you slide and you just vertically go up to like the ceiling?
Dude, that'd be awesome.
You slide, you
Wrong
clip through the
button.
floor.
Yeah.
Is that thing gonna be the murder weapon?
That's cool as hell,
This
though.
big ass sword. Grant, is it cool as hell though? Because it's literally just a sword that they put weird shit off of.
Yes, it's cool as hell.
Dude, it's a fucking coat hanger sword.
Murder weapon.
I don't need to explain myself to you.
Anyway. It really has been a long time, hasn't it, Mr. Wright?
A year, maybe.
Nick, what's going on? Who is this woman?
Pearlie's like, you jealous?
You kidding?
Why are you freaking out on me?
What? I just thought it'd be more dramatic if I got all worked up. That's all.
You're really good at lying.
Just
Maya,
like me.
You shouldn't let him off the hook so easily.
She's learning.
Oh
Oh,
god.
no.
She hears
Please,
us.
Maya, don't say anything that'll needle Pearls further.
Mr. Wright was there for me when I really needed help. I mean, he also instigated, and it was something that happened 7 months ago.
Yeah.
You remember, don't you? The Nickel Samurai case?
Not really. I was stuck in a dark wine cellar. Does that escape your memory, Nick?
We never talked about it.
How you left me there to die?
After that, I quit being a manager and started this job.
Wow, that's tough. I'm sorry, Miss Andrews, if it wasn't for us.
Oh, don't say that. I'm glad the whole thing happened.
Um,
Thanks to you and everyone else that was involved, I was able to change my whole life.
oh yeah, I forgot she had like suicidal tendencies and shit. Okay, never mind. I'm
And
glad.
she was very dependent.
Yeah, and you know what?
Yeah.
I'm super glad that she's here. Okay, I'm now remembering a bunch of details about this woman. I'm super glad that she is here and not in pieces.
That was the second most recent case we played.
That was months ago, dude.
It was.
And it was also not my favorite case.
It's fair. I really am grateful.
Whew, that's a relief. I'm really impressed, Miss Andrews. Handling a large exhibition like this must be very tiring.
Well, Lord Lee Taylor is celebrating their 200th anniversary this year.
Wait, is this supposed to be based on Lord and Taylor?
Not sure.
I mean, I thought Lord and Taylor was a jewelry store, but I did tell that factoid before, right? How I'm related to I think his name was Samuel Lord.
Yeah, you told me.
Nope. At least
Ah.
not to me.
Not on stream, anyway.
Yeah, my dad does a lot of like family tree genealogy type stuff, and so one of the things that he discovered, because he doesn't do it for like any purposes other than just like entertainment.
It's interesting.
It's interesting, and so he has like a really in-depth family tree for us, to the point where like he was able to like retroactively like identify people, and like report that back to the city of like, oh, this person is actually a member of this family, and they were like, oh, thank you. But anyway, but yeah, he went back far enough and he realized that it was like my grandmother's father was the most recent descendant of like Samuel Lord's bloodline, but because he didn't like living the snooty rich life, he like relinquished the family fortune and like moved to Martha's Vineyard or something like that to become a fisherman. And it's like, dude, I'm really happy for you. But
But also, if you just didn't.
But also money.
The works on display in the main exhibition hall are worthy of the finest museums.
Woohoo! Did you hear that, Pearlie? The finest museums. Yes, I did. That's really wonderful.
so this basement warehouse is pretty well protected, huh?
Of course it is. After all, there are some priceless treasures here.
So someone would
I
have
like the
to,
concept.
I don't know the security manager to break in. Just looks
What
at her
is that?
really intently.
Brr. The security guards are all very highly trained as well.
That sounds good.
So what's with that face she's making? Okay.
No.
She's being very attentive, okay?
Yeah, clearly. All right. Well, I want to examine this thing.
Mystic Maya, take a look next to the door. That's Mystic Annie, right?
Oh, sorry. Yes, the statue of the one who invented the Korean channeling technique, Ami Faye.
With the sick ass sword.
The statue is on loan from one of the training halls in the Faye branch family. She used the sword to create the spirits from living people.
Oh my gosh.
In fact, it just arrived this morning.
Okay, cool. It's holding the
Shichishito.
this. Is it Shito? Is it Chi?
Shichishito.
Ichishito, yeah.
Shito. The Shishi started.
She.
I'm just gonna say the
Yeah.
Shishi.
The she.
What's that creepy looking thing she's holding?
Don't ask me. How should I know?
You're a member of the Fae family!
I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, you are the future master, right?
Maybe so, but this is the first time I've ever seen this statue.
That thing is the Korean Shichishito. It's a ceremonial sword. It was used to create spirits with such a channel. It's not a real weapon, so the blade isn't sharp, so the deaths were very painful.
Oh, no.
It's
Slow.
I got
and
a
merciful
joke for the
faithful.
next time that Phoenix has to say the name.
Aw, Fooey. I wanted to cut something.
Oh, dude, I gotta write down Fooey. It's a good word.
Fooey.
What are you, fucking from the 70s? Nah, phooey.
What are you eyeing me for?
Alrighty, later, Raphael.
Oh look, it's already 8 o'clock. Have you all eaten yet?
No, I'm really hungry.
It's okay.
Hungry.
Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you
Saba
for
just
stopping
did.
by, Raphael. Have a good night.
Later.
Bye.
Well,
Later,
actually,
Gator.
I've already made a reservation at the restaurant on 12th floor.
oh, pfft.
Why don't we all dine together?
Night. Ooh, I like the sound of that. Oh, that's definitely not Pearly, but I think she would also like the sound of that. Dining. It sounds fancy. Primitive Maya. I'll have the kids' lunch.
Oh, dude, I'm so hungry now.
It's dinner, not lunch.
You can still have lunch.
Why don't you go for it and really eat your fill with a kids' dinner? Okay, in that case, one kid's dinner for me.
Haha. Shall we head upstairs
That's
then?
all.
Haha.
Haha. Hee-hoo.
So funny.
After that pleasant evening, all that remained was to wait for the exhibition's opening. It was wonderful seeing Miss Andrews looking so happy. None of us could have imagined that the very next day, something terrible would happen.
Dun dun
Uh-oh.
dun.
What is Damask?
Is she gonna
is
die?
Damask gonna be fucking a murderer or
Is
something?
Mask the Mask?
By the way, Mask to Mask, absolutely a JoJo character.
Hell
We'll have to
yeah.
see his full design.
Terrible! Nick, answer me! What? You're cleaning the toilet again? I never knew you were such a toilet freak.
Oh
Maya.
Oh,
no, fetishes.
no.
No, Phoenix,
No.
right. Maya, when you use the toilet, you have to use, like, one paper, not one roll per go.
Oh no.
Maya, when you go to the bathroom, you have to flush.
Yeah, that too.
She's used to like an outhouse.
Oh no. I mean, she would be.
Give me a break, would you? My brain just hit the snooze button for the 5th time.
I'm going to turn on the TV.
It's a weird inciting incident. We've got an update on the recent treasure heist. Based on clues we found at the scene of the crime, authorities have announced.
Yes. JoJo character.
I love him. They believe that oh my god, they put a star in between his name.
Jesus
They believe that the work
Christ.
that it was the work of the renowned Phantom Thief to mask.
You'll
To
never
mask
see it coming.
We have reports that they never saw it coming. Grant, feed me more lines.
Oh god.
Do you remember any other lines?
No, I just know that one.
They local authorities reported that they never saw it coming and that this is their last surprise.
Mask to
great.
mask.
According to a spokesperson, Lordly Taylor received a threat letter some days ago.
I'm glad you like his design.
It's so good, dude.
This is the 5th heist by this phantom thief, who only
Thief?
targets rare treasure.
Only targets rare dentures.
Lordly Taylor.
Well, Nick, what are you going to do? Don't you dare go back to scrubbing the toilet.
Treasure. Lordly Taylor, you don't think...
Yes, now get up, Nick. It was stolen by Mask Damask.
What, the vase?
Damask, our most valuable treasure. The Quran sacred urn was stolen.
What?
Nanny.
Nani?
Very big nanny.
Oh. Dude, this is a lot of fun.
Right. Let's see if we can find some clues that might lead us to the bad guy.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I get to do a lot of fun voices this case so far. I'm really excited.
Once again, I'm so happy you'll see what's coming up next, Zach.
Oh
Yeah.
god, are we gonna make it? We have like 18 minutes
I
left.
think we'll make it.
Oh
we'll
my
definitely make it.
We have a lot of dialogue to get through. I'm not sure if we
Okay,
will.
maybe you're right. Maybe I shouldn't go according to if I think we'll make it or not. Last time it was a horrible mistake.
I'm about to say, the last time you said that, there was another 3 hours of the case.
I'm looking to walk. I'm looking to walk right now. We have a lot of dialogue to get through.
Ooh. Alright,
Let's
well, let's
go.
go then. But it doesn't look like anything has been disturbed.
We do have something pleasant coming up, though.
Yeah, it looks pretty much the same as it did last night. Bad guy.
Grant, this is you.
Hey, you can't poke around here, pal.
Yay, Miss Gumshoe!
Yay!
a
Oh,
minute.
everyone's so familiar. It's so good.
Dude, I literally can't lie. My heart is like overwhelmed with like, oh, dude, I love these characters. It's a shame that they all die.
You
Like-
get so fucking attached.
like
Eventually,
fourth
yes.
game, they vanish. Sort of.
Well-
Sort of. Wait a minute, that voice. Oh no, not him again.
Yay!
It's
Or
you.
Gumshoe. Just trying to
the
do his
one
job.
who should be saying not again. Why is that every time something bad happens, you always show up, pal?
I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives?
No, I should be asking you that. Aren't there any other detectives? What are you doing hanging around here?
No,
anyways?
I should be asking you that. Hey, I asked you first. Why are you here, Eddie?
All right, we got it. Why don't you two kiss and make up already?
Yes, please.
Alright, come here, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Hello. It's been a long time, Mr. Scruffy Detective.
Oh, right, because the first time that she met Gumshoe, it was, fucking Francisco was constantly calling him Scruffy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's you, little missy. Actually, my name is Gumshoe. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
I wish he would call himself Richard.
Richard Gumshoe. Now is a good chance for you to remember it right.
And if it's not too long for you, you can just call him Nick.
Please don't.
Wow.
No, no!
No, no, no.
That's not good, game. Please don't do that any further.
Oh, yeah. Good to see you again.
Poor
too, I
Gumshoe.
guess.
Just doing his
Yeah.
job.
God.
I like how Gumshoe is just Kronk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Detective, can you tell us what happened?
Thank you, Saba. It's technically not a swear. Saba is technically
Technically
a
not.
name.
I know, which is why I'm more or less trying to say, but I still feel guilty.
Yeah, just say
Somehow.
detective, please, because it's less
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
You're trying to remember my name. Haha, the girl. It's Gumshoe, okay? Anyway, thief stole something called the Sacred Urn.
See, even Gumshoe realized what he just
I know
said.
about that.
Oh. Well, the criminal's name is Mask the Mask.
I know about that too.
I know everything.
I
Are,
know.
are
I
you
know
Mask the Mask?
Detective, can't you tell us something other than that? I feel
Well,
so bad for him.
I guess I sort of owe you guys, in a way.
Every single
Look.
time.
The crime occurred last night at around 1:30 in the morning.
How exactly do you know that?
We got an emergency phone call from a guard at the scene of crime, pal.
Sign of the cream.
Sign of the cream. He said the urn was just stolen.
And there's creep everywhere.
The scene of the crime. You mean here, right?
Wrong.
Wrong.
That urn was being kept under careful guard in the basement
That's
warehouse.
not the urn.
Basement.
That's the urn.
Like, legit,
That's
that's
a
just straight
urn.
not the urn.
Look, it's
That
on
is
my
a
right.
urn.
Right
once
there.
again.
Basement warehouse, huh?
So who was guarding the basement warehouse?
It was Gumshoe,
Horrifying
wasn't
noise
it?
that was. Oh
That guy. It's all his fault that the thief got away, pal. He solves one case and gets a swelled head thinking that he's an ace detective.
Ace Detective?
It's like if you called yourself Ace Attorney Phoenix Wright. That's just stupid.
I
So
feel
stupid.
I now so much want a Gumshoe spin-off game like the investigations were about Miles. I want one called The Ace Detective, and it's Gumshoe with
Yeah.
whoever the fuck this is.
The ace dick.
The Ace
Ace
Dick. Hey, Detective Gumshoe, what about this Mask Star Damask? Or Mask Cha Damask. Is he famous?
What? You're joking, right, Nick?
Alright, Nick just lives under a rock, I guess.
Mask to Mask is the hottest thing since sliced bread.
Sometimes he appears as a museum guard. Sometimes he appears as a big brown bear known to surprise unsuspecting victims. But underneath those disguises is the true Mask to Mask.
So he's some kind of master of disguise, huh?
I'm the master of disguise.
Shut up.
And he only goes after the finest works of art, pal. Last night was his 5th heist. If Lord Lee Taylor had only cooperated, I could have caught him this time.
What? Then you knew he was planning on stealing the sacred urn?
Of course I did.
Wow.
The guy always sends his calling card before he steals something, like a heart.
Like a heart
Yeah.
or a hat that's inflamed.
A hat that's in
Oh.
flames with a little mask thing?
No, we saw his calling card. Yeah, it has the mask. It has the fucking Super Mario.
Oh yeah, it does have a mask on it.
It has the Mario
Never
2 mask on
thought
it.
coming. Oh, it does.
Calling card, huh? They mentioned that on the TV. Alright, well, who's the fuck is Ace Detective?
Said something about stealing our hearts, huh?
It was
So why did you call
weird.
him an Ace Detective anyway?
That's what he calls himself, pal. I didn't make it up.
So, what's he like?
Well, like I told you, Mask the Mask has made 5 heists so far. On the 4th heist, Mr. Ace Detective managed to get the stolen treasure back.
Wow! That is impressive. All by himself?
Yeah, I gotta admit it, pal. Maybe he really is as good as he says.
Is this detective actually Mask the Mask?
Yeah,
and that's how he was able
probably.
to get the 4th one.
Every time the thief sends one of his calling cards, we send our men on a stakeout. But none of us have ever gotten so much as a glimpse of the guy. He always flies up into the moon.
It's almost like he knows exactly. He flies up into the moon. It's almost like he knows exactly where our stakeouts are located.
It's crazy. But who
But
could do
Mr.
it?
Ace Detective was able to retrieve the stolen treasure from the thief.
Anyway, he's at the scene of the crime right now looking for clues.
So he's down in the basement warehouse, huh? So what's this calling card?
Here it is. But don't show it to anyone. It's top secret, okay, pal?
It really is just the Mario 2 mask.
Definitely.
What's this mark on the front?
That's Mask the Mask's signature emblem, pal. You could say it's his mark. All of his calling cards have got it on them.
That they didn't mention that on the news flash.
We're withholding that detail from the public for operational reasons. Only way we can tell if a calling card is real or not is by this emblem.
That's interesting. The emblem is top secret. Okay.
That makes sense. When you get famous, there's always imitators.
It's true.
Mr. Nick, if you work a little harder, maybe you can have your own copycat someday.
Aww.
Maybe you'll get their own game.
No. Thanks, I guess.
Alright,
Can
we're
I-
done
can
here
I-
and we're
can
not.
Off we go.
Alright, we're moving down.
This
Can I say, by the way, I am so disappointed that the Tokyo Game Show is like more or less over, like it's whatever, and they didn't announce Ace Attorney 7.
So
Also,
Oh
Zach,
yeah,
I
you
think
sent that really long.
I have a hint
video.
that either you or me are gonna voice the character in the basement warehouse.
Oh yeah.
Wait, we need to give Lawrence
I
somebody.
Oh,
I
Lawrence
boy.
could
know,
barely
but
smoke
Grant,
this
I like-
Grant,
I like
at the
sitting
same
back.
time,
Oh fuck.
you guys have to see him. Okay.
You
and then
you,
guys
you have
can
to see
decide.
him.
We're in the basement.
He's pretty intense.
Lordly Taylor basement warehouse.
No matter how many times we come here, this place always gives me chills.
It's probably because it's air conditioned to protect the art pieces, you know?
The shivers.
Welcome to my private little banquet of chaos.
Huh? What the heck does that mean?
Oh my god. That's just a magnifying glass on
That's
his
it-
face.
That's
It is.
Wait, is this the detective?
Maybe.
Oh,
Because he's just the penguin.
my god. He's just masked a mask.
Yeah, I'm about to say, is he
You
not
gotta
just
see him
masked?
from a different angle. You gotta see him from all sides. This dude.
Oh,
I mean, do you want to keep going,
God.
Adrian, for now?
Sure, I'll keep going. I'm afraid I have very little to offer, but please make yourself at home.
Because I'm worried that I'm not gonna be able to differentiate him that much from Pain.
That's fine. Pain's not in this case. That's fine.
We gotta give
Who are
Lawrence
you anyway?
somebody.
Shh! Silence!
Oh god, I hate that.
Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
I like the now I see.
What do you see?
Zvadi! The truth has once again been elegantly revealed to me. A lawyer and a spirit medium. Neither
That's
very
why I said
advanced,
you need
per
to see him
se.
from all angles.
Good lord.
Okay.
Zavari.
Zvadi. Am I wrong?
Am I wrong?
Yikes! That's scary. How did you know that?
How, you say? The universal skeptic would say how is nothing but a question of why. I am a traveler of both time and space, a swimmer of dreams.
As long as you keep reading this guy in this like inflection where he's like so vivacious, you can keep this guy if you want him. You're doing a great job.
Thank you, I'm trying.
Zavari. What is he talking about? I can't make heads or tails of it.
Without further ado, let me fulfill what should be the first duty of any gentleman. And introduce myself. The name is Atme. Look at me.
Oh god.
I told you the naming convention will come back stronger than ever.
All right, well we're done. I don't want to. I don't want to. Whoa! Wait a minute. What's that?
Look at me.
Well, maybe we'll figure it out next session.
Why is
Tomorrow.
the jade sword bent?
Hey, you already said we're stopping here, Zach. Don't try to question any
Shit.
further.
Can't go back on your word.
Well, what do you?
Yeah.
I'm glad that you seem excited about this case.
Dude, this
That was
case
hilarious.
right now, tons of fun. I don't
Hell
know
yeah.
if I never get to pull out my 1930s announcer voice enough, and assuming that Mask to Mask makes some form of a return, I don't know. I really do feel like he's gonna be the murder victim, just because it's like I want to voice him so bad, and the only way I can't is if he's dead.
Oh,
And
We
so I'm
gotta
like,
give
damn
Lawrence
it.
somebody, guys.
We have.
Uh,
I think there's
Lawrence.
there's like 3 people left in this
Yeah,
case.
I'm
I
having a lot
think
of fun
that
looking at this.
I think we have 3 people left that we have unchosen, basically, or that have not appeared
Well,
yet.
one of them's Godot.
Which,
Oh, so
which
4,
either
yeah.
which
Oh,
either
okay,
Saba
never
or
mind.
Adrian is taking, depending, I
So that'd be
guess.
4.
I love the man. I can't. I have to.
I have
That's
I
fine.
have def-
With
I
my
have heard
non-low
his,
pitch voice.
because of the objection song that Adrian sent. I have heard his objection, and he just sounds suave as hell. I don't know, maybe I'm reading that wrong, but
I
We'll see.
agree, 100%.
all
I
right.
just thought his voice was like really deep, but in like a different way from Von Karma's.
His is
Um,
like I would say like if they say like a gentleman kind of like jazz club kind of.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a bit weird at the bar having a drink, some specific drink.
So you're saying is that you have a crush on Godot?
Godot's great.
Big
Howard.
crush.
All right.
I have a reason for feeling so. Anywho, continuing.
We'll get
end.
get there soon enough.
The mystery will be
Um,
unraveled soon enough.
Of course.
So, dude, I fucking love Luke at
Luke
me.
at me? Yeah.
Look at me.
Zvadi! He has his own
Zvadi.
catchphrase.
Zvadi.
He says it
Zvadi.
a lot. So
What
be
was?
prepared.
Can you, Adrian? Would you mind reminding me what Mask to Mask's voice was?
It was just, I was just doing Waluigi.
Okay.
I was doing Waluigi
Now that you
Pyrus.
said Waluigi, I remember.
I can't
Yeah.
recall. Where did we see Master Mask before? I
In
can't
the-
recall the cave.
In the, like, the flashback at the beginning of, like, oh, the safe's good, and then it's not good, and then he's like, I'm escaping.
Oh, okay. So you guys haven't actually seen what he looks like. Okay.
Well, I mean,
Well,
we,
you
we,
know what
we
it looks
just
like,
did,
yeah.
kinda.
Yeah.
You saw,
yeah,
you saw a flash on TV, but it was black and white.
We haven't,
Okay,
we haven't
TV,
seen.
I got it.
We haven't seen them as like an interviewee. I'm assuming.
Okay.
But,
I got you.
Yeah. Okay, dude, I'm really happy that we're back in Ace Attorney, and I'm also really good that, as of right now, I'm loving the third game. This is great.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The third game starts off running.
That's a great
There's
first case.
young
It's a brilliant
Mia.
idea.
Everyone looks fabulous.
I will say, the
Looking
first case
swell.
of Apollo Justice 4 is similarly intense. So Ace
Wait, yeah.
Attorney 4
Didn't you
starts
say
out
that
that
one of the? Didn't you say that one of the new trilogy starts with like literal, just like horrible bloodshed?
Well, it
Wow,
doesn't
that's a
start
bit
with it, but
intense.
very early on there was a scene like that in Ace Attorney 5.
Mm.
It's brief though. It's
Is
not
that
the full
one
thing.
that's rated M?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Basically, without going too deep into it, there's a brief flashback of like a girl's traumatic experience where she's just covered in blood in a sea of blood,
Oh my god.
and it's like a
Oof.
little girl, and she's like doing the anime like traumatized face.
Oh my
Anime
god.
traumatized face.
No, I
Ace
no, I
Attorney
know
5 has-
exactly. I know exactly what the one he's
I
talking
know,
about.
but it's great because apparently it doesn't exist in real life. The traumatized face.
Well, it really
Yeah. It's
doesn't.
It's just only an anime.
Well,
Have you been traumatized, Zach? How do you know?
Actually, yes, I have been traumatized before.
Have
and
you seen your own face when you got traumatized,
I'm gonna punch
Zach? How would
you to death. The
But
the anime face
No, I
has
get
no
it, yeah.
pupils.
It's very distinctive.
yeah,
Super
also
shocked.
Ace Attorney 5 legitimately has just anime cutscenes in it.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ace
yeah,
Attorney-
yeah, okay.
Ace Attorney 5 going onward uses 3D models for most of it, and then they have anime cutscenes.
Whoa, dude,
Wait, is
cool.
is Ace Attorney 4 not 3D
What?
models?
No, Ace Attorney 4 is still hand drawn.
Hey,
Ooh.
technology's still progressing, Zach. Okay,
Although
gotta
Ace
give them one
Attorney
more
4
room.
Ace Attorney 4 is largely hand drawn, but it does have the thing where like you can examine 3D evidence.
Which I like. I want more of that.
Yeah,
Zavali.
Ace.
Well, so the thing I wanted to ask Lawrence real quick before the end of the stream. So, Lawrence, are we still working together tomorrow?
Yeah, this is also a good time to tell you that I'm not available this weekend.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my dad's birthday, so I'm gonna be out of town for the next 2 days.
Oh, that makes
Hey.
sense.
Ah,
Okay, so that means
Happy
we
your
have to
dad's
figure
birthday.
out- Yeah, but
Lawrence's
say happy your
dad.
dad's birthday.
Happy my dad's
So
birthday.
what are we gonna do on Sunday instead?
oh yeah, that's not. Oh gosh, yeah, co-op is not happening then, right?
Yeah, I'll have to
Florence
find
is
something
gone.
that I can do with Saba then. Okay, that's
Aw,
fine.
I'm sorry, it's only me.
No, I
Gotta
mean,
live
it's
with
not that.
me.
I mean, it's not that I don't want to play a video game with you. It's more just like I'm trying to think of what we could do because I don't want to do.
I mean, you could
Portal
just
and
do
then stop
solo
doing
mode.
Portal.
You could just do solo mode, and I can accompany you, probably, maybe.
Yeah, I kind of like that.
Or I can finish Fez.
Oh,
Fez.
Zach is quiet about that.
Fez.
And the problem is that you're totally right that that's probably the best solution.
I am totally right.
God damn it.
100%. Thank you, Lawrence,
It's
for
like
this
fucking-
seemingly
fucking-
faint coincidence.
I had to sit for 6 hours and Saba fails to do jumping
Hey,
puzzles
it
again.
won't be 6 hours, okay? We got a lot done in that quick run time of that last couple of or like 30 minutes of me and Lawrence playing, okay?
That is true, actually.
I'm gonna try to
I-
take a
Alright.
peek of that in the
I'm-
Twitch.
Man, I'll be
Yay!
honest. Fucking hearing all these nostalgic voices was like a dopamine shot today. I'm very glad we're doing Ace
It's
Attorney again.
really refreshing. Yeah.
This,
yeah.
like I don't want to be a downer coming off of that statement, but today for multiple reasons has been such a good day that like the anxiety in the back of my mind is like, dude, you got to be careful this weekend. Something bad's about to happen. And I'm
Oh,
like,
God.
and I'm like, no, but I'm having a good time though. Like,
Well, here's
Having
to
a
hoping
good
that doesn't
time.
happen.
like Grant, I am 1/3 of the way done with with the video editing for the first game night.
Nice.
But
okay,
Hell yeah.
make
I'm-
sure you
I'm-
save
no,
as
I
much
obviously,
as possible.
yeah, I've been saving a lot, and I even have I have one
Back up
version.
with the save.
I have one version where I'm just cutting the clips, and then I have a second version, which is the main one I'm working on, where I've deleted clips that I don't want.
Can you add effects?
No, I haven't done that yet. That's a long
That's
ways off.
stage 3.
I am
Ooh.
1/3 of the way through the process, and I want to say I've spent like 3.5 hours on this so
Yep.
far.
Nice.
It takes a long time, and then the thing is that I'm not just like cutting clips and making like a highlight reel. I am going through people's dialogue and cutting their like mental pauses. Like me and
Yeah.
Adrian, we do a lot where it's just like I'll be talking and I'll obviously go and I just cut all of that. But then Adrian, the problem with Adrian is that Adrian will be talking and he'll be saying some real good funny shit and I'm like, dope. And then right in the middle he goes and I'm like, shit. so I gotta cut the but then leave the rest of the joke. And I have to do that like 9 times. And it's like, god damn it, it's funny, but Jesus.
That's just how I talk, man.
No, I
I
know.
I don't
don't-
know how to pronounce that name. But
I
hi,
don't
you're
take
caught up
pause.
with
I don't.
everything.
I do the pauses mid-sentence. I don't do the pauses beforehand.
Yeah, that's true. Like that's me. Like
Uh,
I do the pauses beforehand so I can assemble the whole thing
Hopefully,
together.
I don't say like as much as I think I do. And if I do, oh gosh darn it.
No, I mean you do,
Don't enjoy
but
it.
like as a percentage you do, but you don't really talk that much. It's mostly me, Adrian, and then on occasion like whoever is like presenting the thing goes on like a diatribe for a minute. That's what
I
it's been
see,
so
okay.
far.
Makes me feel better.
Yeah, so I about to say it's not really that bad. Like for me and Adrian, it's very bad. But yes.
You and
um,
Adrian learn to speak more precisely and articulately.
No, I don't think I will.
Yeah,
I'm
but
not-
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well, good luck with that video editing, Zach.
Yeah, I'll be
Yeah.
doing more of that tomorrow since Lawrence and I won't be working on Inhumane, which is fine.
What?
Yeah.
What are you? What VODs are you editing from that again?
It's literally just the one game night VOD from like fucking 3 months ago. I cut
Oh.
because we did because at first it was me playing like Splendor, and then we did like a bunch of Jackbox. So I cut all of that and just left the Price is Right stuff. And
Man,
now
I
I'm
was so
cutting that
proud
out.
of that Price is Right. Some of those ones
The
that
first
we
one was
did.
very fun.
The first
fir-
one I sucked at, but then every other one was okay.
I think all 3 of them were very good, and I'm gonna try to edit it. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to once I'm done with all the clips. I even told Grant that I'm trying to do like I'm gonna try to do like transitions between items and stuff.
That's
once...
easy. They're just like a crossfade. So shouldn't be
you
too
don't.
hard.
You need to see these clips. They're not.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it needs to be a little something. It like really. But anyway, cause cause you guys know, cause you were all there. Well, not Grant, but you guys were there. Where
Sure.
like I would be like, all right, and our next item is blank. But hearing me do that fucking 24 times throughout the course of the entire video, just it's not good. So it's like, ugh, gotta really cut a lot of those.
If
I
you
will
make an
say,
intro,
I'm gonna
I'm
try.
looking forward to the Adrian Bets 4 compilation.
That's what the second game, right?
That's from every game after the first, I think.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, I'm trying to edit the whole thing down because we played for about an hour and 40 minutes, and I'm trying to edit the whole thing down to like 30 minutes. So we'll see how that goes.
We'll see.
I
That's my
must
target.
request
luck.
maybe if we have a intro sequence like Grant usually does, I kind of want the Cowboy Bebop intro song to be there.
I literally can't
So-
do that. The video would get flagged.
Oof.
Oh, that song gets
Do
so
the
good
first
though.
note. Just
Dun.
Get a.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
get
definitely gonna have to
Okay,
talk
good.
to Grant about how you did your intro sequence in general. Cause like, not that I'm expecting you to do any more video editing or whatever, but I kind of wanted to do like the same thing, but with like a different song, and that would be like my signature versus yours. But that being
Sure.
said, I don't know what song to pick. So I
Oh,
don't
there
know.
is
I'll
a
figure that
many
out.
of out there.
Yeah,
so-
obviously there's a lot. All right, so we are overtime.
Yep, officially.
So hello to the person who just arrived in chat. It was very nice having you here, and hopefully it was nice of you to listen to us just ramble for a minute. But unfortunately, the stream is now over. We will be returning to Ace Attorney tomorrow night at about the same time. If you want to join us, we will be starting at about 8 p.m. Eastern time. So feel free to join us if you want to see us voice Ace Attorney characters. Have a good time. But other than that, stream's over. So thank y'all for showing up. This was a ton of fun.
Yeah, Carrie
Yeah.
just arrived. I'm
Bye.
sorry, Carrie. We're literally just leaving now.
Good talk.
Like,
Good
Like it
talk.
was-
Nice
Bye,
having you,
everyone.
Carrie.
all right,
Bye.
later.
Bye.
But
Good night, everyone.